Vasudeva Sudham Devam Kamsachanura Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. A hearty welcome to all of you on the last day of Bhagavad Saptaha. Over the last 6 days, we have all been enjoying listening to the glories of the Lord with our Guru, Dr. Aralumallige Parthasarathy. Today, there will be a little change in the way we'll be having this program. We'll first have the invocation and then the discourse will commence. After an hour or so, Swamiji will indicate and we'll have a quick coffee break. Okay, it'll be a 5-minute coffee break, just to have a little break, and then we'll come back for the final portion of the Bhagavad Saptaha. After which, everyone will come in a line, take the blessings of Swamiji, receive a copy of the Bhagavatam, and then go, and then take the prasad, and then go home. So, you're most free to be our guests, but I guess you'll have other things to do in your house. So this will be the schedule, and without any further delay, we are very, very fortunate that today we have a very dear Guru of ours, Srimati Geeta Sundararaman. What shall we describe you as?
A friend.
No. I overhear Shri listening to your discourses every Wednesday. So she will be leading the invocation, and after that we will have the Bhagavad Saptaha. Thank you.
Achyutam Keshavam Ramanarayanam Krishna Damodaram Vasudevam Harim Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Sridharam Madhavam Gopika Vallabham Janaki Nayakam Ramachandram Bhaje Achyutam Keshavam Satyabhamaadhavam Sridharam Madhavam Radhikaradhikam Indira Mandiram Chetasa Sundaram Devaki Nandanam Nandajam Sandade Ana Shri Ganashama Ana Shri Ganashama Hamare Ghar Kirtan mein Ana Shri Ganashama हमारे घर कीर्तन में आना श्री घनश्यामा आप भी आना संग ग्वालों को भी लाना आप भी आना संग ग्वालों को भी लाना दली दूध माखन चुराना हमारे घर कीर्तन में आना श्री घनश्यामा। आप भी आना संग गोपियों को लाना, आप भी आना संग राधा जी को लाना, लीला रास रचाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, लीला रास रचाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना श्री घनश्यामा। आप भी आना संग अर्जुन जी को लाना, आप भी आना संग अर्जुन जी को लाना, गीता पाठ पढ़ाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, गीता ज्ञान सिखाना हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना श्री घनश्यामा हमारे घर कीर्तन में, आना श्री घनश्यामा।
आपादमौलिपर्यन्तं गुरूणाम् आकृतिं स्मरेत् तेन विघ्नाः प्रणश्यन्ति सिद्ध्यन्ति च मनोरथाः। एवं तत्प्रविश्य मम वाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वताम् अन्यान् च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यं सूरयः तेजो वारिमृतां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शकमकादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं पिबत भागवतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालय मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता जाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। मातर्मे मातरीश्वरन् पितृतलुगुरो भ्रातरिष्टाब्दवन्धो स्वामिन् सर्वन्तरात्मन् आचरचरैतज्जन्ममृत्युमयानां गोविन्दे देहि भक्तिं भवति च भगवन्नूर्जितां निर्निमित्तां निर्व्याजां निश्चलां सद्गुणगणबृहतीं शाश्वतीं वासुदेव। My Sastanga pranams to Lord Sri Krishna, to all the saints and sages and rishis and maharshis, avadhutas, and all the great souls. My salutations and congratulations to all the Bhagavatottamas who are present here. It was indeed 1 week of celebration of Krishna, celebrating Krishna. Shiromani and Vijay, divine husband and wife couple team, who thought of it, visualized it, executed it meticulously and with all devotion, discipline. Such a great person like Vijay, a national celebrity, thinking of forgetting the entire thing and just listening to Bhagavata, thinking of Bhagavata, contemplating Bhagavata for 1 full week is a great thing. His wife Shiromani, you must see her painting to understand what she is. This is her painting, and before you are going to your house, just enter inside. On the left side, she has painted one Vithala. I have told there is no such artwork or a painting of Vithala like that. Such a beautiful Vithala she has painted. Beautiful. So both husband and wife, they are great devotees. Just last week, they were honored on the dais of Rajrangana in Udupi by Patika Swamiji, where yesterday Modi was honored. And both these people are honored almost in the same style with all those decorative blessing elements. And he is lucky to have from the Paryaya Pitadipati, is almost from the hands of Paryaya Pitadipati, if any blessing comes, it is almost like being blessed by Madhvacharya himself. And today Shiromani has taken so much of, she has done so much of efforts in decorating so beautifully Krishna here. Wonderful. We have here scholars and celebrities, Geeta Sundarajan, Parimala Raghavendra. They are all highly knowledgeable, scholarly persons. And they are gracing our function. I thank them. One day, in front of the Shamya Prasa, the hermitage ashram, Vedavyasa was just moving around here. From this side to that side to this side, he was just moving around, and he was looking very gloomy. His feeling is something he has not done fully, feeling inadequate, feeling not so happy, feeling unhappy, moving around. Suddenly he listens to the veena, sounds of veena, rhythmic, beautiful, melodious sounds of veena, and immediately listens to Narayana. Immediately Narada emerges there. Narada performs Ashtanga Namaskara to Vedavyasa. Ask Vedavyasa, you have given everything into the world, you have given knowledge, whole knowledge to the world, you have actually classified, codified, indexed, categorized the entire Vedas and made it easily readable, assimilable, understandable to even common man. It's the greatest service that you have rendered. And you have given Mahabharata, never in the history earlier, never in future, such a wonderful magnum opus work can come, such a beautiful Mahabharata you have given. Much more than everything, you have given such a dialogue, the one dialogue which the world has never seen, which no other future can provide, that dialogue between the Krishna and Arjuna in the form of Bhagavad Gita, you have given that one. You have given 17 Puranas, you have given Brahma Sutra, you have given all the knowledge to the world. Still, why you are feeling unhappy? Why you are feeling dissatisfied? Why you are feeling inadequate? Your face is not fully happy face. What happened? Vedavyasa did not answer. Narada says, shall I tell that? Okay. Narada himself clarifies. You have given Vedas so much of a treasure of knowledge, but Vedas are being used as Karma Kanda chapters by the Purohits. You have given Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says you have to see me here, and you have to surrender to me. People forgot all that. They took only Karma Yoga. So whatever work I do, that itself is God. That mission is God. Cash counter is God for me, for the business people. They have misused it. They have given Mahabharata. In Mahabharata, if you start reading, you will not get that total tranquility, serenity and peace of mind, because Shakuni enters, Dushyasana enters, Duryodhana enters, automatically their thought pattern will interrupt you. And Upanishads and Brahma Sutras, it goes above the head of common people. So I personally feel you need to give one such epic, one such scripture which can actually transform, reform the whole mankind, and they can make a really noble, divine human. What is that? Vedavyasa, what shall I do? Narada says, Bhakti is the only Shakti. Bhakti is the only Shakti for getting Mukti. So come out with such an epic which is from the beginning to end, every letter, every word, every content, every component, the whole book should be full of Bhakti Rasa. Bhakti Ganga should be flowing from beginning to end. The moment people read it, understand it, they delve into that, they should become different people, differently different, qualitatively different, divinely different. Then Narada narrates his own story, how an ordinary he says, this is not the first Janma. Earlier I had a Janma. It's a poor person. My mother was a Dasi and she was doing the menial work in the house of some people. Suddenly some Swamijis come. Then it becomes Chaturmasya. Heavy raining. They sat for Chaturmasya in the mandapa of our village. And there from morning to evening, my mother took me there. I was a small child, but my mind, my eyes, my ears completely was engaged in seeing the puja, the archana, their stotras, their mantras, their pravachana, their upanyasa, their kirtan, their nartan, their dancing. From my entire Chaturmasya as a small child, I was having only that, except that nothing. Ultimately, when they were going, when the senior Swamiji looked at me, took me, and he gave me one small shloka, and he gave me the form of the God. And within short span of time, mother died. I had no other connectivity to this world. Went to forest, sat on a rock, started doing that japa, and it was a tapas almost. Ultimately, I could have the darshan of the Lord. I cried. Then the Lord told, only if this much is for this janma, shed this janma. In next janma, you will be having the passport, cosmic passport. You can go anywhere and everywhere. So that Shuddha Bhakti, Sattvika Bhakti, Swachha Bhakti, forgetting everything, that converted an ordinary village boy into this Narada, that is the Shakti of the Bhakti. Please write it. As a result of that, Vedavyasa writes it, hands it over to his son. Why his son? I have already told you. His son, except the name of the Lord, the form of the Lord, the Shuka doesn't know anything, he don't want anything also. Then, almost the end of Dwapara, it was the final stages of Mahabharata. Duryodhana, thigh broken actually on the banks of the Vaishampayana Saravara, possibly in a matter of 1 hour or 2 hours for Duryodhana to die. Even before death, the vengeance and revenge has not come down. He is thinking, let somebody come, I have to transfer all my strategies to them. I'll see that the Pandavas are killed even now. And whatever you think in the dying moments of your life, you will get it. Whatever you think in the last second, you are going to get it. Duryodhana got whom? Ashwatthama, Kripa, Kutarma. He brainwashes them, asks them to go and smash all the Pandavas, kill all the Pandavas, create Nishpandava Prithvi, and see that he will be the king, Bhanumati is the queen. From their child, this country can be ruled, not by the Pandava children. Silence of Ashwatthama equivalent to acceptance. He lost all the valor, the radiance, the vibrance, the vigor, and all the spirit and the power which Ashwatthama had. He lost everything because he did not reject or refuse that indecent proposal of Duryodhana. Then he comes there just before his arrival. Krishna has entered. He took all the 5 Pandavas and Draupadi outside that area. But Ashwatthama massacred Draupadi's children, Kushtadibna, Shikhandi, all the Pandavas. And immediately she comes to know of it. Arjuna and Krishna chases Ashwatthama. Ashwatthama was brought. He is about to be killed. Draupadi says, don't kill him. He is a Guruputra. He is a Guruputra. Who is he? You have read the Shastra. Father himself will come in the form of the son. He is Drona. And Dronacharya has given you Shastra, Vidya, Dana, everything. So don't kill him. Not merely that. I have undergone all the Agnatavasa, Vanavasa, Asta, Vastrapaharana, all the pains and all the sorrows and all the terrific, tragic experiences. But they are all small and trivial when compared to the Putra Shoka that I am experiencing now. I don't want any lady in future in any part of the world to undergo this ordeal called Putra Shoka. So don't kill him, because if we kill him, his mother, Gautami, just lost her husband only with a hope of seeing her son's face. She is surviving. If we kill him, think what should happen to her. Don't kill him. The Duryodhana dies. Kaurava was completely devastated. Pandharva Raja has to take charge. He has to be crowned now. But suddenly, the last moment before coronation, Dharmaraja develops terrific depression, deep depression. He thinks that, he tells that, he declares that he has killed many, many people, millions of people, Guru, Acharya, brothers, cousins, small children, everyone I have killed. I am a heinous genocide murderer. So I don't want to say it. Everybody tries, even Krishna tries, but ultimately was brought to the Bhishma. Bhishma clarifies everything and Bhishma blesses him. For 54 days incessantly and continuously, Bhishma will be telling all the Shastras, all the Jnana, all the Upanishads, all the Vedas. And after 54 days, when Dharmaraja stands up, Tata, all the knowledge that you have given is something extraordinarily great of Himalayan heights. People of Dwapara were able to actually absorb it, understand it, contemplate it, and experiment that. But in future, the moment Krishna disappears, Kali Yuga comes. Kali Yuga people, mentally dwarf, spiritually dwarf, alpayushis, alpatruptas, alpamatis, ragapeditas, rogapeditas. How can you expect all this greatest knowledge to be acquired, understood, and introduced? So please have mercy, have sympathy, have affection on the ordinary common people of Kali Yuga. Give something which within a short span of time they will be able to tell, and it should actually give them all the punya, whatever you are told for last 54 days. If they actually do that tapas, that punya should come by chanting this small stotra. Give such one. Krishna. Then he says, Kivekam Daivatam Loke Kim Apekam Parayanam. Kodharma Sarvadharmanam Parama Paramavataha. Kinjapan Muchiter Jantur Janma Samsara Bandhanat. Please tell me. Then Bhishma says, Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam Anantam Purushottamam Stuvannama Sahasrena Purushasattoditaha. Think of God, think of Vishnu, accept Vishnu. Everything is big zero. Please think Him. The moment you think Him, you are enriched, you are empowered, you will be happy, you will be supremely happy. Think of it. And for Kali Yuga, Vishnu Sahasrama is best, supreme, ultimate. 20 minutes you can chant it. But you get all the punya of chanting Veda, Upanishad, Bharata, Bhagavad Gita, Bhashya, Brahma Sutra, everything, whatever Bhishma has actually taught to Dharmaraja, all by chanting all that, whatever the punya you get just by chanting Vishnu Sahasrama. Bhishma tells to Dharmaraja. Then afterwards, Uttara, Krishna, Dharmaraja accepts now and he sits on the Simhasana. Krishna feels happy, says, I'm going. He is sitting in the chariot. He is about to start. Uttara comes running and rushing, crying, please save me. Ha Krishna Dwarka Vasen. Pahi Pahi Mahapavo. Deva Deva Jagatpate. Please rescue me. Some terrific sharp-edged weapon has actually entered into my womb, and the last child in the Pandava clan is there in my womb, and this sword has entered into to kill that. Please say that. You want to take my life, but save it. Immediately, within the next second, Krishna becomes thumb-sized Krishna, enters there within, and releases the Sudarshan Chakra, and neutralizes the Ashwatthama's Brahmashira Astra, and the child is saved, and within the stomach, within the womb, that child which is in the body of the Uttara is seeing both Ashwatthama's chakra coming in and chasing that Sudarshan chakra coming in. He is seeing that Ikshitaha, Paripari Ikshitaha. He is called as Parikshita. Oh, Parikshita rules, and somebody tells Kali has entered into your country. He says, nothing doing. This is a Pandava's country, Dharmaraja's country, Krishna's country. How can Kali come? They say, Kali has entered already. I will just butcher him, kill him. He goes there and he finds out Kali. He lifts the sword, about to cut the head of Kali. But Kali immediately falls at the feet of the Parikshita. He says that you are the grandson of Arjuna. You are the grandson of Pandavas. Arjuna, Pandavas are so generous and magnanimous. Any type of enemy, even if it's a hard enemy, cruel enemy, falls on the feet, Sharanagata, they were excusing and they were saving his life. Now I am surrendering to you. Taken their name. Don't kill me. Please save me. Parikshita says, you have taken the name of Arjuna and Pandavas, you are saved now, but you are banished from my country, you should not stay in my country. He says, whole Brahmanda belongs to you, where can I go? And that God who has created you, has given so much of land to you, same God has created me, and you represent him, Raja Pratyaksha Devata, please give some place to be. Oh, and Parikshita feels this logic is wonderful, that's good. So I give, you asked for one, I am Pandava's grandson, I give 4 places to you. Which are they? Dyuta, Pana, Dushtasri, Himse, cruelty, violence, wildness. Then the alcohol, liquor, lusty women, and gambling. These are the 4 places. Then Kali is intelligent, Kali is sharp, he is smart. He says, you say that you have given 4 places. In your country, there is no gambling den, and there are no bars and clubs, and all the women are Pativrata Stris, and everybody is a peace-loving people, and you say that you have given 4. There is nothing like that in your country. I want a small player, one player, but to be liked by everyone, to be loved by everyone, to be possessed by everyone. It should be valuable, it should be negotiable, marketable, sellable, possessable. I want that one. Okay, you are granted gold, be in the gold. Now Kali means doubt, suspicion. Whether this fellow he has told, but whether he has given or not. So he experimented on Parikshit. Parikshit goes for hunting. While going, he actually wears that golden crown, which was earlier being worn by Dharmaraja, thinking that continuous touch of the blessing of Dharmaraja will be there only with that positive idea. He places it. He goes there. He just chases one deer and he becomes alone. He was now exhausted. Wants a glass of water and he comes in front of ashram. Shamika Rishi was in tapasya. Please give me a water, a cup of water, only water, anything I give. I am the king of this country. You want half the kingdom, I will give. Still, the Shamika Rishi has not opened. Immediately, he becomes wild, he got irritated, he becomes angry, says that you are putting up a show in front of me to exhibit that you are greatest tapasvi. No, I'll teach you a lesson. He goes there, there's a dead snake there. From the edge of his fort, he lifts that, he brings the dead snake, he puts it around the neck of their Shamika Rishi. And he goes. Within next second, Shrungi, 5-year son of Shamika Rishi, arrives there, looks at the father, greatest tapasvi of the world, being insulted and affected like that. Immediately, he takes Kamandala, pours the water. 5-year child who had the Gayatri Siddhi, he says that fellow was insulted. My father will be dying 7th day from today from the snake bite, and the name of the snake is Takshaka. And immediately the father, Shamika Rishi, opens the eyes and he just blasts the son left and right, and he calls Gauramukha, an extraordinary person who can go anywhere in the Godspeed. Go and immediately inform Parikshit about that, let him be mentally prepared. And by the time Parikshit has removed that golden crown, immediately repented. What a terrific criminal thing that I have done. I was entrusted the responsibility of saving, guarding, protecting, preserving and serving these rishis. Instead I insulted. I don't want Rajya, Bhoga, anything like that. Already he has entered into Vairagya Bhava. And now when Gauramukha said he was not disturbed, he was not perturbed, he goes to the palace called Janamejaya and crowns him and removes all these dresses, the jewels, everything, and comes to the bank of the Ganga river. And by the time, with the Divya Drushti and the Yoga Drushti, all the rishis, they have congregated there. And now he feels happy, says that I will be doing Sastanga pranams to that child which has cursed me from here itself, because so many rishis, maharshis, devarshis and brahmarshis are in one stroke, in once go, I will be able to have darshan of all that. It's great. What I have to do? Within next 7 days I am going to die. What a dying man has to do, please tell me. Dana, Dharma, Yaga, Yoga, Yagna, Havan, Home. He says, I don't have time. By the time another man was entering, and all the people except Vedavyasa, they did Sastanga Namaskara. He was surprised. These are the greatest of the rishis. They are doing Sastanga Namaskara. He turns and looks that Shuka Mahamani is coming in. Sweet 16, so beautiful, enchantingly beautiful, but completely divine. As if he is Agni, as if he is Agni, as if he is Surya, as if he is Sarakasanandana. Shuka enters now. And he falls at the feet of the Shuka. He says, I am just entering into the mouth of the serpent called as a death. What a person who is dying has to do, please tell me. I don't have time. Then Shika Mohan when he starts, and that is Bhagavata. These are all the backdrops. Vedavyasa, after Narada's appeal, closes his eyes, opens internal eyes, and sees the Ananta Padmanabha lying on Ananta from Ananta Kala. And from the navel of that Ananta Padmanabha suddenly emerges a lotus with 14 petals. From within that lotus, one beautiful person emerges who could see all 4 directions simultaneously because he had 4 faces. He is Chaturmukha Brahma. And now Chaturmukha Brahma immediately asked the father, what should I do? What should I do? Father tells, Tadhi tapaha, tadhi tapaha, tadhi tapaha. Tapas, if you want peace of mind, want to be happy, do tapas, do tapas, do tapas. This is the first instruction and the message given by the God for the first son as a first talk. And that holds good even today. You want to be peaceful, you want to be happy, want to enjoy the life, want to experience that bliss. If you want to feel the ultimate happiness, go for meditation. Tapas today is meditation. There is no forest to go to perform tapasya. Meditate, meditate, meditate with pure devotion. That is the first message. It holds good even now. Then he creates Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana. Then he creates Maharudra. Then he creates Narada, Marichi, all the Vasishtha, all these people. But all that is a mystical creation from different parts of the body, Brahma. But he feels this type of creation doesn't work. I have to create a human, normal, natural creation, procreation system. So Brahma sits there, gives stimulation to his body, and immediately the body of the Brahma is bifurcated to the right half of the body of the Brahma just moves this side, it becomes a male, and the left part of the part of the body of Brahma moves there, it becomes a female, and the male is called Swayambhu. Swayambhu, it has come on its own, and the female is called Shatarupa Devi. Shatarupa Devi means from 1 to 100, 100 to 100, 100 to 1000, 1000 to 10,000, and a whole population from one lady. That is Shatarupa Devi. And these two, they went for, they are the husband and wife, they are the king and the queen, they are the couple, and from them born 5 people, 3 daughters, 2 sons. Priyavrata, Uttanapada, Devahuti, Prasuti, Akuti. Now Devahuti, Kardama is married to Devahuti, and they get 9 daughters, and all that are given to the rishis, and they get a son from their tapasya. He is Kapila, and after the arrival of the Kapila, father goes for tapasya, and now Kapila Upadesha. What is that? She says, I am an ordinary housewife, except taking care of the kitchen and washing the clothes, cleaning the vessels, and taking care of the husband. I don't know anything. And for such an ordinary housewife like me, is there no sadhana? Is there no mukti? Then Kapila says, all that doesn't work for the mukti. For mukti and bondage, bandhana and mukti, mana eva manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayo. It is your mind, it is your attitude, it is your mindset, it is your thought, it is your thought pattern, it is within. If your mind thinks good, God, think good, think God. think positive, think divine, think happiness always, think peace of mind, think serenity, think always satsang, think godly people, divine people, be with them, listen to kirtan, listen to bhajan, listen to namasparana, chant Lalita Sahasranama, chant Vishnu Sahasranama, chant Hanuman Chalisa, chant all the Bhakti Stotras, and always be in this mood. You will be automatically released from all bandhanas. On the other hand, you want to go to hotel, you want to go to film, you want to go to shopping mall, you want to go to outing, you want to go to resort, then automatically with all the physical and material comforts, you enter into the area of lot of agony, lot of problem, lot of tension, lot of turmoil, lot of crisis, mental crisis. That too, he says, after a particular age, you have to attain maturity. Kapila tells, an age, there is something called as age. Once you attain a particular age, you must stop speed. You must stop speed. Go slow. And what is maturity? Kapila says beautifully, go on living one by one, all the materials and material aspirations, material things, and go on living one by one, irrelevant people, immaterial things. That is maturity. Because your mind should become mana eva manushyanam karanam baddham mokshayo. Oh, nobody comes to you, I say. All of them will be suffering, terribly suffering. Physically, mentally, emotionally, sentimentally, everybody is suffering. What type of help that they can give you at that age? Nobody helps you. Nobody comes to you. Yaru sangada bahodilla. Narayana smarana dere bahodilla. That is the gist of Kapila's bhakti. Bhakti, not merely mudha bhakti, with knowledge, with wonderful knowledge, with the shuddha gnana. With Shuddha Gnana, Sattvika Gnana, you get real Bhakti. And that real Bhakti gives you the advanced knowledge of moving closer to the God. Coming to the God, coming nearer to the God, moving closer to the God, that is the knowledge. And that knowledge comes from the Bhakti. And Bhakti becomes real Bhakti through the correct, beautiful knowledge and correct knowledge. So, this Gnana and Bhakti ultimately gives you Virakti, Vairagya. Once you enter that stage of renunciation, you don't want anybody, you don't want anything, because God, you have seen already God. And all the chapters and all the stories of Bhagavata tells you one thing: whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever may be qualification of the background, in this Janma, when you have this body, in this life, you can see the presence of the God. You can see the God. You can have the darshan of the God. You can have the sakshatkara. Reason, I told you, for God, no partiality, no prejudice. That is Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, He will not give darshan. For Him, in fact, Kali Yuga is the easiest time to have the darshan of the Lord. Your dress, your language, all that is unnecessary, irrelevant. Your bhava, bhakti bhava, shuddha bhakti bhava, sattvika bhakti bhava, completely remembering, always thinking of Him. Whatever you do, two things cannot be done simultaneously, some people say. Two things can be done simultaneously. For example, I am having a cup of coffee, I am reading the book, but simultaneously I am breathing. Just because I am drinking a cup of coffee, I cannot stop breathing. I am doing it. Two things. And I am drinking the coffee, reading the newspaper, breathing. Three things I am doing it. Any amount of work you can do simultaneously. So whatever work you are doing, do that work simultaneously. Think of the God. Then Uttanapada, Priyavrata, Uttanapada were the sons of Swayambhumanu. Priyavrata, very name indicates he was liking and loving Vrata, Niyama, Tapasya, and he goes to the forest for Tapasya. Automatically and naturally, Uttanapada becomes the king. He had a wife called Suniti, wonderful empowerment and embodiment and personification of ethics called as Suniti. And they get a son, beautiful son, Dhruva. But the king marries another lady called Suruchi. He had a taste in her and he got her and she was called Suruchi. They also had a son. He was not bad, he was good and he was better. He was called Uttama. Dhruva one day saw Uttama sitting on the lap of the father. He also runs to sit there. But Suruchi stops, tells him, you don't have the right now to sit on the lap of your father. If you want, go to the forest, do the tapasya, get the darshan of the Lord, get his blessing. What? In the next janma, you should be born in as my son, then only you will be entitled here. Go now. And he comes and cries with the mother. Mother says, even after listening to the talk, your father is silent. It means nobody in the palace can help us. She has given the right direction to you. Go to the forest. I am blessing you. Perform tapasya. Then comes back. And he goes there. Meanwhile, he meets Narada Maharshi. Narada tells him, I say, you're a small fellow in a house. These things are common. Get back. And you're going to forest. You don't know tapasya. This is a wild forest. The tigers, the lion, all that will be eating you. Come back. Then she says, all the lion and tiger and jackal and fox I have seen in the palace. No, don't worry about that. Just now you are told for 10,000 years nobody has come and you have come here and you told that I don't know tapasya. God has sent you to teach me how to do tapasya. Please teach me. Immediately Narada was very happy, supremely happy. He lifts the boy, tells, for your age, I give one tapa mantra. What is that? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Go. Then he comes and says, 5 months. That 5 months, intense and extraordinary, dedicated, devoted tapasya of Dhruva brings Vasudeva in front of him. In fact, in Vishnu Sahasranama, when we are starting, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Vishwasmai Namaha. Invariably we say that because even today, for that matter, even today, that is the only mantra, Siddhi mantra, Tapo mantra, Bija mantra, Kilaka mantra, because that was given as the Tapo mantra to Dhruva by Narada. Dhruva was a 5-year child, and today all of us are 5-year children in divinity, understanding, maturity, and the mental growth. Physical growth, 25 years, 35 years, 50 years, 75 years, physical growth. Internally, 5-year children we are. We are not grown. We have stopped except eating the bakery items and the food items and the hotel items, seeing the television. We have not grown anything for that matter. So, internally, a 5-year child is still there with us. That child is there. He is not growing. And for that level, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is the Tapo mantra. So it is given to everybody. Then in his Dhruva's dynasty comes Angaraja. He was called Rajarshi. He was a very great, wonderful king. And he did not have the issue. He did not have a son. He performs on Yagna. And Yagna Devatas tell, don't aspire for the child. And you don't have that provision. But if you insist, we are going to bless you with the child, but he will not be good. So don't ask for it. No, whether he is good or bad, I want one child. But they blessed him, and he gets a child called Vena. Vena becomes a monster virtually. For the first time in the history of India, he amends constitution. He tells that in our country, nobody should do any yaga, yagna, homa, havana. All the temples must be locked and closed. No kirtan and no bhajans. And if at all anybody wants to do any such thing, Raja Pratyaksha Devata, I am the God, please come to our palace, do Abhisheka to me, do Naivedya to me, do Arati to me. Then all the subjects, prajas, they went to Rishis and they tell Rishis come and advise the search. He blasted them. He says that you are trespassing. I am the king. I have ordered. You are commanded. You are not obeying. So you are trespassing. I will prosecute you. When that word has come from that fellow Vena, immediately all the Rishis circle. They stood in circle that fellow. and immediately with one Hunkara, not Onkara, Hunkara of the Rishis who stood in circle, killed that fellow, Vena. Now there is no king, it becomes Arajakata, kingless, leaderless. Then all the bandicoots, looters, robbers, thieves had a hate time. And immediately all the people went to Rishis, please save us, do something. They come back, they call Sunita, the mother of Vena. What happened to the dead body of your son whom you have killed? It is there. I have preserved it in a medicated oil vessel. Bring it here. So they churned the thigh of that dead body of the Vena. From that one fellow jumps out. He was called Nishida. He is the first person of the tribal community of the world. Then they churned the right shoulder. From there emerges Ajanubahu, extraordinarily enchanting, beautiful, godly personality. He was called Pruthu. From the left shoulder churning, there comes a Mahalakshmi type of a beautiful lady. She was called Archi. Archi and Pruthu, they become husband and wife. And Pruthu for the first time adopted the earth as the daughter. He organized the earth for the first time beautifully. From that time it is called Prithvi. Prithvi has started giving herbs, medicines, food, water, everything to the people in the world because of Pruthu. And in Pruthu's Parampara, there came a person called as Prachina Barhi, who was completely interested in doing Homa, Havana, Yajna, Yaga, all the 24 times. For that, the half of the kingdom has been made as a storehouse for keeping Darpa, Samit, and such things. Narada Mahamuni comes, I say, whenever you perform Yajna, Yaga, you are giving for Purnahuti, you are giving the bali of the living animal. All those animals whom you have cut and shed, they are waiting for you to arrive, for your arrival. Once you go there, they will pounce upon you. Look there. He will show how in the sky all of them are waiting. He stops Prachina Barhi from that. Madhvacharya, 800 years ago, has specifically stated nobody should give live animals as bali for the Purnahuti. From the powder of any of the grains, you can prepare that, you can give that as the Purnahuti, not the living animal. It is crude, it is rude, it is violent, it is cruel, it is against Dharma. Madhvacharya has declared it. Then in that parampara, there came another person called as Priyavrata. Priyavrata was not that person. He was the elder brother of Uttanapada. He himself has voluntarily refused to be king. He went to forest. In fact, he was the first son of the first husband and wife, Swayambhu, Shatrupa Devi. But he did not like that. Now, when Prachina Barhi's son Daksha created 10,000 people called as Haryashvas, Narada sent all of them to Tapasya. Then he creates another 1,000 people, and Narada sends all of them to Tapasya. These boy children are always against the family's interest, so we will have girls. Girls are always affectionate to the parents, they care for the parents, they have concern for the parents. With these ideas, he creates 60 girl children. And they are grown, they become matured, and he saw to that all the 60 got married. From them, the whole population has come now. But now, the girls, they are married and they have gone to their house. The boys, they are not there. Then who has to rule the world after him? Then the Shiromani tells, your eldest person, Priyavrata, is still doing tapasya in the cave. Go and bring him. He comes there, nobody responds. Then Swayambhu Manu himself comes, asks Priyavrata to come out to the ashram. He did not come. Then Sakshat Brahma comes there. Brahma tells him, he say, you are doing tapasya, you don't want laukika, I can understand. But one thing, anybody who has got a control over the senses, whether you are in the forest or a palace, it doesn't make a difference to you. And a person who don't have control over the senses, even if he is in the forest for 1,000 years, he is not the right person. So please come. He convinces, and now Priyavrata comes. I told, Priyavrata rules it so beautifully, and he has got so much of care and concern for these people. Once he comes in the evening, he looks at the entire country, at 6:30 in the night, suddenly darkness. fully dark. Country becomes dark. At that time there is no electricity, full of darkness. Then he felt sorry for the people. Immediately calls minister. My people should have 24 hours sunlight. They say it is against nature. Nature is like that. 12 hours daylight, 12 hours darkness. That is nature. That is for thousands of years. And Priyavrata says, this is called Modhya. God has created the nature and okay, I understand. But as God has created the brain, apply the brain, tame the nature, mold the nature, shape the nature, use the nature for your purpose. These thoughts came at the time of Priyavrata. They told you can't go against the nature. Nature is ultimate. He says, brain of the human person is ultimate. The war takes place there. Then he wanted to prove. He calls a mystical carpenter. A Ratha was created. For the wheel of the Ratha, he will fix the solar mirror. As the Rishis, where from your sun starts tomorrow morning, early morning. At the top of the hill, they show this is the place where he emerges. Exactly at that point, he takes his Ratha. The moment sun appeared, sun doesn't stop anywhere at any point of time in the entire world, history. He moves always. So, along with him, simultaneously, just by the side of him, his Ratha also starts moving. While going with him from Surya, this solar mirror, which is fixed to the wheel of the Ratha, of the Priyavrata, it absorbed heat and light. Both heat and light it absorbed. And in the evening at 6 o'clock, sunset. Sun comes fast and it disappears. Like that, this chariot also comes fast, but it hits the big earth and there's a huge pit there. Like that for 7 days continuously, 7 huge pits. Then Rishis comes, they say, you have proved your point. Human brain is so powerful and extraordinary and it can do anything, it can undo anything. We agree to you, but please stop. That is not the job for which you have been brought from the forest for tapasya. You have to rule the country. Come out. Immediately, he proved his point. And I've told an incident where an Australian young man, for 14 times that fellow has read the Bhagavata, and he became enamored of Priyavrata, even though he had all the palace, all the wealth, all the treasure, all the gold, all the facilities, comforts, luxury, still always he was caring, he had got concern for these people, that attracted so much, fascinated so much that a youngster, he legally changed his name as Priyavrata. Then he started a world food movement, and today millions of food he is serving every day in all the poorest countries, hungry people, homeless people, poor people, poverty-stricken people in all parts of the world. So one Priyavrata Bhagavata times inspired a person now, an Australian, who has developed such a treasure of resources, millions of food is supplied today. Then in this Priyavrata son is Agnidra, Agnida's son is Nabi's son is Rishabha. Rishabha is nothing but God himself has taken a form, and Rishabha has 100 children. Rishabha for the first time introduced non-violence. He says that your wife, your husband, your parents, your children, they are not the real relatives, because all of them will be making you to develop Deha Vimana. Only such people who will be able to give Atma Vimana, Atma Shakti Samvardhana, ಆತ್ಮಾದ್ಭುತವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ತಂದುಕೊಡತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಮಾತ್ರ ಬಂಧುಗಳು. ಆತ್ಮಶಕ್ತಿ, ಆತ್ಮತೃಪ್ತಿ ಮತ್ತು ಆತ್ಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮನ ದರ್ಶನಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸತಕ್ಕಂಥವರು ನಿನ್ನ ಬಂಧುಗಳು. Those who will be guiding you, directing you, helping you in finding out the God within, the peace within, happiness within, they are your relatives. Those who will be helping you in getting Swiggy, Zomato, they are not your relatives. This Rishabha had 100 children, and all the 100 children, he was a king, he was such a great king, but He says one thing, you're a king, prime minister, president, commissioner, director, whatever it is, whoever you are, for your children. If you don't give time, nobody gives time. Give time for your children. Give culture to your children. Give samskara to your children. So he was making all the 100 children to sit in the line. 10 people, 10 people, 10 people, 10 lines. Then the elder among the 10 first. The eldest among all the 100, Bharata. Bharata sitting immediately after the father. After Bharata, 9 heads. Then 9 people, 9 people, 9 people. For all these people, he was giving the advice. I told, he says, if at all you want to enter into the portals of the Swarga and Devaloka and the Vaikunta, be in the company of the good people, godly people, noble people, satsangis, mahantas. Mahanta means Mahanupavas. Always they are thinking the God, feeling the God, experiencing the God, dancing for God, singing for God. Be in the company of those people. Always search for those people, find those people, convince those people, be in their company. That is opening of the gates for you to Devaloka, Muktiloka. On the other hand, if you enter into Vishaya Vasana, we enter into the people with the people of the those who have always drowned in Vishaya Vasana. Attraction of the materialistic world, and people are actually swimming in that. If you have the company, associate with such people, it is the entry point for Antantamas Ravarva Naraka. At any cost, at all cost, find the good people, be in the company of such. As a result, what happened? All the 100 children of Vishava, they become extraordinary. Particularly the first son, eldest son, Bharata, greatest of the person, from him the name Bharatavarsha has come. And the other 9 heads of those lines, they become Mahanubhavas, Bhagavatottamas. In the 11th chapter of Bhagavata, it is they who give a lot of advice to the people. And Bharata, after Jada Bharata, Rishabha, in the last stages, Bhagavata gives a beautiful document. Rishabha in his last stages comes to Karnataka, Dakshina Karnataka, and today's Kodachadri area. He comes there. Bharata rules the world efficiently, effectively, and the impact and the influence of that person's ruling is that the name of the country itself started being called under his name. But those are the periods when you attain the 60 years for voluntary retirement, leaving the palace, leaving the relatives, leaving all the treasury, all the jewels, just walking into the forest, sitting for Vanaprasthashrama. That is the retirement. So he just goes and sits for tapasya. As a ruler, as a son he was great, as a brother he was great, as a king he was great, and as a tapasvi he is greatest. Such a wonderful tapasya. And at the end of the tapasya, there is an Akashvani which says that possibly in a matter of few hours you are going to get Devarata, be prepared. So he is looking sky high, expecting the arrival of this Devarata. Nothing came. But he looks there, a deer, a female deer, fully pregnant female deer is rushing, crying, rushing, running with terrific speed. He looks at that. He is being chased by a tiger. Anytime tiger may pounce upon that and it may eat. Now it rushes so much, with so much of speed, this pregnant female deer is coming. It comes now, but with that speed, it could not immediately control. It falls into that river. It is a flowing river, speedily flowing river. Flood type of water flow is there. It falls there. Tiger roars, roaring of the tiger. The flash floods, and the effect of falling from the border to the water, all that made the female pregnant deer to break open its stomach. From within the stomach, there came out a small deer, a tender deer, a tiny deer. It did not know anything, it did not know swimming also. Mother deer died itself. Now this fellow who was sitting on the border of the river looks at this out of natural sympathy and compassion of an ordinary innocent person. He jumps immediately, holds it, brings it, cleans it, and he is putting on the lap and he is patting in the back. My dear, beautiful dear, tender dear. And now he thinks, if I leave this and tiger may come and take it. So he comes back to the ashram and he spreads the mat and he gives a pat. He sleeps with that. My dear, my favorite dear, my pet dear. He forgets Devrata, forgets Tapasya, everything. Always my dear and my dear and my dear. Now, time doesn't care and time doesn't spare anybody. A time also has come to him. He's about to die. At the time of the death, with so much of background, samskara, tapasya, everything, still the moha over to call that, my dear, if I die, what you are going to do? My dear, thinking dear, looking at dear, he died. Whatever you think in the last moments of life, you are going to get, he became a deer once again. But when he became a deer, he now gets the memory of the earlier janma. He thought, where I was, where I fell. Just with one moha attachment. Bhagavata tells so beautifully. Rishabha tells that be attached to the people, develop attachment. How? Son says, you say don't attach, but you say now you are telling that develop attachment for those who have mastered the art of detachment. Rishabha's words. Develop attachment for those who have mastered the art of detachment. Be with them. They will teach you. Now, as a deer, he remembered the old Janma's problems. So now he alters, he fine tunes. He is there near the ashram, looking at the homa, looking at the rishis, and only whatever prasada they throw, eating that. So he does sadhana even as the deer. He dies. And the next Janma, he is born to the Brahmin couples of Sindhu Desha, and they call him Bharata once again. Once again he is called Bharata. But this time, he has got the memory of both the earlier Janmas. You touch something, you get it samskara. Talk with somebody, you get it samskara. Look at him, you get it samskara. And he says, if you open your mouth to talk to somebody, and if that fellow opens his mouth, it is not the word that is coming from his mouth. All the bhavana devatas who are there, they are coming out in the form of the vibration, the waves, currents, sound, and the words. So those bhavanas, negative things, poisonous things, jealous things, hatred things, violent things, crude things, cruel things, which is there inside him, will have an opportunity to go out, and they enter into you. So don't talk with anybody. Don't look anybody. And he practiced it from the day one. Even in the house, he was not talking to anybody. If they give something, he takes it, no asking. Ultimately, parents died. Brothers thought he is more a liability. He is not participating in anything. Throw him out. He was thrown out of the house. Now he is sitting on the border of the village. And people of the village, whenever he was stout, he was just sitting, eating. Or they were calling him for work. If they give the food, eating. Otherwise, not asking anything. One day, robbers come, and robbers leader wanted to have one person to give Narabali. That person should be youth, strong, stable, with stamina. I should not resist. And they picked him up, no resistance. And that priest told, he is the right person. They bring him to Durga temple, and in another 1 minute, they have to cut the head of this fellow. That Durga, who was in Vigraha, looked at this innocent great person is being butchered by the Rakshasas. That Durga, who was in Vigraha, immediately jumps out with her Ashtabahu and kills all those people. Now he says, thank you, comes back, sits there. Now Rahugana Raja, the king of Sindhu Desha, is coming in a palanquin, and one person was short. They wanted one person to carry that palanquin. He was a stout person, a strong person. Naturally, king ordered, and he was asked to carry that bamboo. But he is the son of Rishabha. Rishabha was the pioneer of non-violence. He was always telling, when you are moving, when you are going, look at the earth. If the ant is there, line of ant is there, small insects are there, don't put your foot on that, jump and go. Now this fellow remembered that, and in the forest, except those insects and art, you don't get anything. Ant was there, he jumped. One jump here, bump there for the king. So it happened twice, thrice. The king now blasted left and right. You fellow, you stout fellow, you slow fellow, carrying me for 300. All that he blasts, and he says, I'm the king of this country. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to cut you into pieces. For the first time, opens his mouth. Bharata was called Jada Bharata because Jada. He was not doing anything, he was not opening his mouth, he was not participating in anything. So Bharata was popularly called as Jada Bharata. For the first time, Jada Bharata opens. What you say, I'm carrying. I'm not carrying anything. You say, I have to walk properly. Only such person who has got a destination to go, a way to go, has to walk like that. I don't have any destination. I need not have any way. I need not walk also. Why should I do? And you say that I'm carrying a Raja. Who is the Raja? When you were in the stomach of your mother, were you a Raja? When you were playing nasty things in small boy, were you a Raja? Now if somebody comes and actually drags you and ties you to the tree and he sits on this palanki, who will be the Raja? And when you are tied to the tree, if somebody puts the fire, now tree and you both will be burnt, and your assistants who are carrying the palanki, can they distinguish, this is the ash of my king, this is the ash of the tree? What Raja is saying? Crores and crores of people who have ruled always blasted, declared, cried, shouted, they are the kings, they are the emperors. History has forgotten. They are written off. You also will be written off. Only one king there is there in the whole the world. For all times there is only one king, that is Lord Narayana. For him this head bows down, not to the idiots and rascals like you. Get lost. Immediately Raghugana Raja jumps down, falls at his feet. I was going to have the Upadesha from the Rishi, and I have got a wonderful Rishi here. Please teach me Brahma Vidya. Then Jada Bharata, for the first time, calls Raghugana Raja, teaches him Brahma Vidya. Then Ajamila story. Ajamila was a very scholarly person, saintly person, doing puja every day, taking care of the parents, looking after the family. One day he goes to the forest to pluck the flowers, and he listens to the lusty sounds of a female and a male, and he gives ears. Afterwards he sees from his eyes a female and a male enjoying the romantic way, and immediately after some time that fellow goes away, and the lady is entering to the house. The eyes and the ears compelled the mind of this fellow to chase, to go there. He went to, she looked, you should not come to my house. You're all great people, you're saintly people. He said that I've seen you, I want you. Then ultimately she puts it to condition. Once you enter, you have to forget all your past, your people. And once you enter, you have to take care of my family, full future. He became blind. Yes, he went there and he waited with her. Then he did not except mantras and puja, he did not know anything. So he has to steal, he has to rob, he has to loot. Ultimately he became a murderer also. He gets 1, 2, 3, 10 children from her. And all them, they go to their own way. The last child was still a small child, Narayana. And he was there. It was a dungeon type dark room. That fellow, 88 years, he was placed there on the cot. Suddenly from the window, he looks two dark images, dark people, and immediately they open the bag, they take out some rope, about to throw through the window. Now he realizes they are the Yamadutas, it is Yamapasha, I am going to die. Terrible fear, nobody is there, small child is there, his name is Narayana. Narayana, he calls the child. When he started, he was calling the child, but when he fully pronounced Narayana, he remembers Narayana Sukta, Narayana, Om Namo Narayanaya, Narayana Vigraha, the puja that was doing, started crying like anything, where I was, where I fell. That Paschatapa, that became Prayaschitta. Immediately he called Narayana. Narayana, Vishnu Dutas comes, they stop Yamadutas from throwing that, they send them back, they were sent away, and now he realizes, gets up, forgets everything, goes onto the bank of the Pulaha Ashrama, sits there till the last breath, he does Narayana mantra, japa, tapa, and he gets mukti. That is Ajamila's story. Then the two people, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha was massacred by Varaha, and by knowing that his brother invincible, terribly powerful person was being killed by one Varaha, Vishnu. Hiranyakashipu takes a vow that I'm going to kill the Vishnu. But immediately he applies his mind. My brother, elder brother, Hiranyaksha was so powerful. If that fellow has been massacred by Vishnu, Vishnu must be more stronger than that. So I must be still more stronger than Vishnu to kill Vishnu. So let me perform tapasya to earn that extra power. He comes, sits at the bottom of the Mandara Parvata, performs such tapasya. When Brahma comes, is not to be seen there. Then Brahma does prokshana of the tirtha. Immediately, a small mountain-like anthill developed on the body. It now melts. He looks at the body. There is no body at all. Only skeleton is there. With the skeleton and Atma Shakti, he is doing tapasya. That was the intensity with which he was doing tapasya. Immediately, the Brahma gives the tirtha, gives that, sprinkles he does the prokshana of the tirtha. Now, original Hiranyakashipu, glowing Hiranyakashipu, extraordinary Hiranyakashipu, valiant Hiranyakashipu emerges. He falls at the feet of Brahma. What do you want? Kashyapa Putra, ask anything I am going to give. Naitat Purvayas Chakru. Much earlier to this, nobody has done this level of tapasya. Anything that you ask, it is there for you. He said, I don't want anything, only small thing. What is that? I don't want death. I don't want death. I want to be immortal. Brahma said, if you are born, you are already dead. Birth and death are two faces of the same coin. You have to die. But you look very intelligent. Ask for immunity. It's almost like that. Ask for that. So he asked 27 immunities. I should not have death from the animal, the human beings, the Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Yakshas, inside, outside, upside, on the earth, in the dark, in the daylight. All these 27 permutations and combinations he applied. Ultimately he says that whole thing in all the world is created by Brahma. That's why it's called Brahmanda. So anything that is created by you, Brahma, I should not be killed. Brahma said, Tatastu, he vanished. Then his arrogance, because he is now empowered with more power, comes. He has got 4 children. Hlada, Ahlada, Sahlada, Prahlada. Prahlada was a most lovable, favorite pet child. And he called Prahlada. Prahlada, you are so beautiful. So I will admit you to Harvard. Harvard Junior. Which is the school? It's a preschool. Who are in charge? Chandamarka. They are in charge of who is Harvard Senior? Shukracharya. And who are the children? Who are the students there? Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Harvard students. Then Harvard Junior, this fellow. Prahlada was admitted there. And he gives syllabus, he gives textbook, he tells very clearly, you have to teach only this. After the first semester he comes back, what is that you learned, Prahlada? Prahlada says, instead of staying in such a rotten house, instead of staying in such a suffocating house, instead of staying in such an anti-value house, better I go stay in a forest where I listen to that Narayana Namasmana. Then he becomes wild, calls the teachers. What is that? We did not teach. I'm going to kill this fellow. Please give some time. It's a small child. So he goes back, learns. Second semester over, comes back. What is it you have to learn? I have learned. He says, 27 lessons you have put, Baba. How much you have? I learned only 9 lessons. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. Only 9 lessons I learned. Then for whom? For Vishnu. Gets up and thrashes him left and right. Calls the people, kill him. Or trample him under the elephant. Throw him into the sea. Throw him from the top of the mountain. everywhere. Achyuta, Ananta, Govita. He was just coming out, that's all. Such a small boy. Then Chandamarka tells, don't worry, we will take care. My father will come. They have repaired you. So it's not a big thing. They will repair this fellow also. They take back. When the Chandamarka were going for collecting samit from the forest, and that day they were not there, Prahlada calls all the Daitya Balakas and he says, let us play another game. What is the game? Teacher-student game. Who is the teacher? I will be teacher, you will be students. Oh, they were all extremely happy, celebrating. He started telling all the Daitya Balakas, we are all children. We want to have future, we want to enjoy future, we want to live the future, we want to be very happy, we want to be peaceful. On the other hand, what's happening? We have been actually given to this type of education. We are taught that gods are our enemies. We are taught to take the sword, to take the weapons, and we will be taken to the battle. In the battlefield, we will be the shields for all the elderly people. As that, we will be losing our limbs, the hands, and the legs, the eyes, everything. I say, should we not have the good future? Should we not live the life longer? Is it only for having enmity with the God and fighting and losing everything? Nothing doing. We are also human beings. So let us think God, think good, think always best, think peace, think happiness, think great things, think positivity, leave negativity, leave violence, leave cruelty, leave weapons, take the Namasmarana. He converts and convinces and brainwashes the very body. When Chandamarka comes to take the class, and there was no class, nobody entered into the class. They come out of the classroom to see what happened to the students. For the first time in the history of the world, Bhagavata depicts there was a students' strike, and Prahlada was the leader, and they were shouting, we want, what is that? Change in the syllabus. And that syllabus which Hiranyakashipu has written and given to the Chandamarka, even today the same syllabus is continuing. No amendments. Then the Chandamarka, they lost all the students. Nobody is coming. They come to the palace, throw the resignation letter, tell that not only this fellow, he has spoiled the minds of everybody, he is brainwashed. There is no Daityas in future, because they are the future generation. All them, they have become good, they have become noble, they have become gentle, they have become divine, they are against structure, so we don't want it. Then he says, I say, you have developed such a strength and such capacity of converting all this. Where from you got this? Where from you got this power? That to shout like that, where from you got that power? From the same source, same force, I got the power, Baba. Where, from whom? From Lord Vishnu. Where is he? Is there everywhere? He must be there everywhere, not here. Yes, he is here. In this auditorium, yes, he is here. In this sabha, yes, he is here. Can you show me? Anywhere I can show. In this pillar, yes, he is there, is pillar. I wanted that address of that fellow from the day of my brother Hiranyaksha. I was searching for that fellow. He was hiding, he was missing, escaping. Now you are telling that he is here. You tell only truth. I know about it. So if that fellow is here, first I will finish him, then I will take care of you. So he gives one terrific blow to the pillar. Satyam vidhatum nijaptya bhashitam vyaptincha bhuteshu akleshatmana atyadbhuta rupamu stambhe sabhayam na mrugam na manasham. Neither mruga na manusha, neither nara narasimha. It is Narasimha emerged out of it as if Garuda is coming with terrific speed, picking up the snake. He comes out, picked up Hiranyakashipu, goes to the threshold of the house, not inside, not outside. Just wait for a few seconds. Neither daylight nor in the evening. And it is neither animate nor inanimate, neither living nor non-living. Uses the nails and breaks open the chest, takes out the intestine, puts it as a garland. And Hiranyakashipu falls dead. And wild-looking Narasimha, Brahma, Lakshmi, gods, nobody could convince him, nobody could bring him to the peace. Now Prahlada prays, I am not afraid of you, God Narasimha, but I am afraid of the family, the samsara dukkha. It is the ocean of unhappiness. People call it samsara. Prahlada telling that ocean of unhappiness, people call it samsara. I am more afraid to that. I am not afraid of you. Be normal. Please come. Then Narasimha smiles, he just takes Prahlada, puts him on the lap, and you ask for any boon. Prahlada says, for doing japa, tapa, anusthana, doing something good, if God appears, we ask for some vara, is it not a trade? Is it not a transaction? Is it not a business? I don't want anything, just bhakti, that's all. Nothing doing. I told you, you must ask. That just because you are compelling me, I should not ask, but still I am asking. My father, he is my father. I should not ask, but he is my father. Please excuse him. Then Narasimha says, should you ask for it? The moment he has given a child like you, not only your father, 21 generation of forefathers, they have already crossed the barriers. They are ready to be. Then the story of Samudra Manthana, when all the gods went to Mahavishnu, requested him, we are weakened, what should we do? Says, you have to drink Amrita to become immortal. Death, damage, destruction, devastation could not take place. Amrita, where is Amrita? It's the bottom of the ocean. Which ocean? Hirasagara. What we should do? We have to churn it. How to churn it? With force. With what force? With the force of the god and Rakshasa. How to approach them? Go there, go to them, ask them, let us churn the ocean, get the Amrita, and let us share it so that there will not be any death, no animosity, no wars in future. All them we can live peacefully. If you convince them, then like that it happened, Bali is convinced, the king of the Rakshasas, ultimately all the Rakshasas agree, then gods also agree, then God himself has told, put Mandara Parvata as the rod, and to churn it, ask Vasaki to become rope. Then Vasaki came there. Then they started churning. Because it has no foundation, it is fell down. Then God comes there, takes Kurma Avatara, and puts it formally, that Mandara Parvata was placed formally. Then God takes another avatar called Ajita, goes on to the top of Mandara Parvata, with 1,000 bahus, he holds it firmly from the top. From the bottom, Kurma is holding it. He enters into Vasaki as the Tamas Shakti. Vasaki now sleeps, will not experience the pain of that crushing churning. Then he enters into the shoulders of the Rakshasas as Rajasa Shakti. They become vigorous, powerful, spirited, enthusiastic, and they started churning it. He entered as a Sattvika Shakti into the brains, into the intellect, into the wonderful spirit of the gods. So gods become powerful, churning operation starts. Kalakuta Visha comes and they could not tolerate it, they could not take it, they requested Mahadeva and Mahadeva drinks it, Pranadeva they drink it, and the impact and the influence of the devil will be reduced. Once again it was renewed. Then comes the Uchchaishravas given to Bali, comes Indra, Airavata given to Indra, then comes the various items. Ultimately Mahalakshmi comes with a garland in the hand. Vadiraja Swamiji has written beautiful poetry called Lakshmi Shobhane. She comes there, she is holding that. She is such a beautiful, gorgeous, extraordinarily enchanting, and all the people, they wanted to put their neck into that garland. But ultimately, after looking at them, after seeing the guna and doshas every fellow, ultimately she comes and she puts that garland to Narayana. Lakshmi Narayana Vivaha also takes place in Amrita Manthana. Afterwards, Chandra arrives there. Afterwards, Varuni, the liquor, Adhisthana Devati of alcohol, she also comes there. Ultimately, everything becomes gold. Entire the ocean becomes gold, and all the people becomes gold. Gods become gold. Then Rakshasas also look gold. Sky looks gold. Entire thing is gold. They are churning. Churning rod also has become gold. Suddenly, that golden personality, Dhanvantari, emerged out of it, having the pot full of Amrita. Immediately, Rakshasas could get it, gauge it, understand it, plucked it, running it. And then gods felt helpless and they looked at Vishnu. He says, don't worry. He becomes some Mohini. Mohini, most attractive, most fascinating, extraordinarily beautiful, celestially beautiful lady. Rakshas, they go there, they requested, they begged, they prayed. Ultimately they say, take this, wow, to whomsoever you want to distribute the Amrita, but be there with us. We want to see you, we want to see you. Then she says, okay, I will agree on one condition. You sit disciplined in one line. In front of you, another line of the gods. All of you disciplined, no talking. And you should not question me how much I have given, to whom I have given. It is complete freedom for me. Yes, you have full freedom. So distributed Amrita to gods and lusty looks to Rakshasas. Ultimately, in the last Surya and Chandra was sitting, she is about to give it. One Svarbhanu Rakshasa, who was very smart and very alert, very vigilant, understood, oh, the Rakshasas are deprived of it. Immediately, within a second, with this Maya Vidya, he gets into dress of the gods, comes, sits behind Surya and Chandra. Only two hands were there. Suddenly third hand emerges. But Mohini is looking the side of the Rakshasas. All the three hands they get Amrita. Last one, Chandra, he gets Amrita. All the three they drink. Now Surya and Chandra, they look, only two hands were there. Which is the third hand? Look back, this fellow was there. They hinted to Mohini, he is a trespasser. Mohini immediately looked at him. Mohini is not there. Pond of that Amrita is not there. Sudarshana Chakra is released and Svarbhanu's head is cut. But by that time, the head had the Amrita, but the body has fallen down. Head started moving. Only Surya and Chandra, they complained. So this became a Graha, always attacking Surya and Chandra. Then Vamana Avatara, what to Vamana? Vamana becomes a wonderful avatar. Vamana becomes Trivikrama. And Vamana will be asking only for the 3 paces of land to be measured by his foot. Bali Chakravarti says, after all, 3 paces, for that all the way you have come. If whenever you are begging or praying or getting something from me, you must ask such thing. Till your death you should not ask anybody. Only if you have the capacity to ask such thing, you must ask, not for the 3 paces of land. Says, I am a small boy. I don't want anything. If you are interested, give it. Otherwise I'll get back. Okay, I'll give, ask for it. 3 paces of land. Then Bali Chakravarti, he does Sankalpa, Vindhyavali pours the water, and does Sankalpa, Shukracharya stops it. But he says, unstoppable, I'm going to give it. Then Bali Chakravarti goes and grows and grows and grows, become giant, become mammoth, become magnificent Trivikrama. And is from right leg he will be measuring entire Bhuloka, entire world. Then his second left leg went to Tapoloka, Janoloka, Tapoloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka, ultimate Loka, where the Brahma comes there. From his Kamandala, he takes the water and he performs Pada Puja. That water flows into Devaloka. It's called Devaganga. When Bhagirath performs Tapasya, it actually flows into earth. It is called Ganga river here. And now Trivikrama, all the upper lokas from that leg and all the lower lokas from another, now he comes down as Vamana, as Bali Chakravarti. You given 3 paces of land, promised only 2 paces. For another place, which is the place, show me. He cries. Vindhyavali cries. You blasted in front of him with all the arrogance that whole world belongs to me, you measure anywhere. Now show him the place for the third measurement. Then Bali Chakravarti sits there, cries there, shed tears. He says that there is a place for even third place. Which is that one? Put your step here. This is the third place. Put your step here. Get deeper into me. Stay there permanently within me. ನಿನ್ನ ಕಾಲು ಇಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಬಿಡು, ನಿನ್ನ ಪಾದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಬಿಡು, ಒಳಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಉಳಿದು ಬಿಡು ರಾಜ, ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರಬೇಡ. What is the message of this? Vamana, a small vigraha, when you are still in the beginning stages of your life, vigraha, temples, murti, calendar, they become God. When you grow, when you become matured, Trivikrama, everything, everywhere, He is there. You must experience God everywhere, in every body. Second stage. Final stage, when you become 70, 75, 80, 84, you can't go to Ayodhya, you can't go to Varanasi, you can't go to any places, you can't even go to a temple nearby, you can't walk away from your house. Don't bother. God, please come here. Get down, please stay here. Close your external eyes, open your internal eyes. Oh, there, you can experience the God. You can see the God. He is there always. Feel happy. After 70, after 80, don't feel unhappy. Don't feel restless. Be happy. Enjoy the life. Close the external eyes. He is there within. He is always there within. You are not anatha. You are natha. Because natha is there. And experience this. That is the power. Shuka Mahamani, narrating Bhagavata to Parikshit Raja. And now Shuka Mahamani tells, let us narrate the story of Sri Krishna. Let us remember Sri Krishna. It's an enchanting story of Sri Krishna. I am going to tell you the story of Sri Krishna. Immediately Parikshita starts crying and he says that please stop it, sir. It is not story. It is not story, it is my life. When I was in the womb of my mother, when I was actually being massacred butchered by the sharp-edged weapon of Ashwatthama, it was that Krishna who actually became thumb-sized Krishna, entered into the womb of my mother and neutralized that Ashwatthama's Brahmashira Astra, saved me. He gave darshan to me when I was in the womb of my mother. He saved me in the womb of my mother. It was he who has given the name of Parikshita. It was he who actually gave life to me, birth to me. And not merely for me, my grandfather Arjuna, my grandfathers Pandavas, for them, when the 11th Akshayani Sainya was there, who actually crossed over that effortlessly, so easily, it was that Krishna who made the entire boat in which Pandavas were there in that war to cross it easily and effortlessly. And whenever a tragedy should happen, he saw that it cannot happen. He was there all the times with Pandavas and our Kunti, our Dharmaraja, all our fathers, Arjuna, Draupadi, for every one of them, when they are breathing, along with the breathing, they chant one name, that is Sri Krishna. It is the family name, it is my name, it is family life, it is my life, Krishna is my life, Krishna, everything is for me, and it is not story. Please narrate the beautiful personality, valor, vigor, strength, achievements, accomplishments, and all the services, all the blessings that has been done by Krishna. Please tell us. Then they say, Vasudeva, Devaki, marriage is over, grand gala reception is being organized and a wonderful procession is arranged. Procession starts now and everybody on both the sides actually congregating to pay rich tributes to celebrate the marriage of Devaki and Vasudeva. Suddenly, on a black horse, one black dressed person speeds his horse, moves fast and comes with all those people. Suddenly they give the way for the horse. Horse comes and stops just by the side of the Ratha. And that fellow who was there on the horse jumps into the Ratha and takes the Sarathi in one hand, throws him out, and he takes the leather wires and he shouts, no other Sarathi can actually do Saratya for the marriage of my sister. I love my sister like that. I like my sister that. She is the most favorite sister for me. I am going to be the Sarathi for that. Kamsa, I am Kamsa. Kamsa will be the Sarathi. An invisible voice, Ashariravani, Akashavani, shouted, you fool! Thousands of people are there. They are just looking. This fellow lifted his head. Did you call me? You fool! Did you call me? Yes, you are the fool, we called you. Why? With all the celebration and jubilant mood and so much of happiness and so much of delight, you are actually taking this Devaki as the sister in the procession. It is the 8th son of this Devaki, this sister of yours. He is going to kill you, cut you into pieces. Immediately the voice disappeared. Within next second after listening to the Devavani, immediately he just left that, he jumped out. While jumping, he dragged his sister also. She also fell onto the ground and immediately he lifted the sword, about to cut, and lifted his head, shouted to the sky. What he told? 8th son of this lady, this sister of mine is going to kill me. In another 1 minute, I will cut her head. I will kill. What happens to you? Within next second, just married to that lady. the Vasudeva, he jumped, he holds the hand of Kamsa, which was holding the sword, and he said that, not only you fellow that you listen to that, I also listen to that. What he told, eighth child of this lady. This not, the threat is not from this lady, not from the first one, not from the seventh one, eighth one. You got time. And if you kill your own sister in front of all these people, what face you will have face to face these people of yours? How can you become the king? And just today she is married. Can you kill your sister, just married sister? And you know that Pran jaye par vachan na jaye. Whatever promise I make, I am going to adhere that. I am committed for that, and I promise whatever children that we are getting immediately after his birth, we are going to hand it over. You can do anything. We are not going to ask. It is a promise in front of all these people. And now he lowers his voice. Vasudeva tells Kamsa, expecting such things may happen in this situation, I have kept my people, my bhattas here with sharp-edged weapons in their hand. If you lift your sword to cut, within next second they will bounce upon you, they will cut you into pieces. Be careful. This alerted him. Then Kamsa told, you have promised me that you are going to give all the children, you must adhere to that. Get lost. Outwards, they were jailed. And the first child comes as per the promise. The child was taken and given to Kamsa. Kamsa says, it's a beautiful child, smiling child, tender kid. It has nothing to do with our problem. So take it back. So he took it back. Narada comes immediately. Narada says, you fool! Did you call me? Yes, you are the fool. Why? I say, that child has come, as if you are a great generous person, you sent it back. Call it, cut it into pieces. Why? What the Shiromani told? Eighth child. This is the first child, second, seventh one. So much of time is there. Eighth child, I'm having the threat, not this one. Who made that announcement? Gods. From where? From the sky. When the gods made announcement, it is God's eighth child, not our eighth child. What do you mean? 8 for gods is a different mathematics. 8 for human being is a different mathematics. I can't understand, he says. Narada says, you have studied the mathematics of only Madurai University. God's university has got a different mathematics textbook where they have a chapter called as reverse counting. For gods, 8th child means the first one that you have sent, second one, third one, fourth, sixth, seventh, 8th child will be the first child for the gods. And reverse counting, this child which you have sent will be the 8th child for the gods. And it's their promise. And this fellow will be growing by the time, and they will be training him, putting your photo, giving bomb in his hand, and he will be growing, he will cut you into pieces. Call him, cut him. Within the next second, Vasudeva was summoned, and child was summoned, and child was butchered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children cut into pieces mercilessly. Seventh child, for the seventh one, Adishesha comes and enters into the womb of Devaki. When he enters, there in Vaikuntha, Lord Vishnu calls Yogamaya, tells Yogamaya, got an assignment to you. What's the assignment? Go to Bhuloka, go to Madura, go to the prison. In the prison, in Devaki, Adishesha has entered into the seventh child in the womb. Without giving any hint for them, when they are sleeping, you just take out that and cross the Yamuna river, go to Gokula. In Gokula, Vasudeva's another wife Rohini is there. Without giving any hint to her, put this in her womb. Don't come back. You go to, in the same Gokula, Nandagopa's palace will be there. Go there. Nandagopa's wife Yashoda will be there. You enter into the womb of Yashoda, then you will be the child there, baby child there. For doing this service, you will be called as Durga, Bhavani, Shambhavi, Kannika, Narayani, Vaishnavi, Kumuda. With all these names in Kali Yuga, they build temples and they worship you for the services you render all the best, go. She comes and she enters and she plucks out, takes out that from the womb of Devaki and crosses the Yamuna river, goes to Rohini and puts it into the stomach of the Rohini. Now, next day Kamsa comes with the Vaidya, Raja Vaidya, for daily supervision of the pregnant. Now Raja Vaidya examines and they declare officially, medically, there is a miscarriage for the lady. And Kamsa now expresses, sorry, it happens sometimes, don't worry about it. But Kamsa, terrible fear. Eighth one, next one is eighth one. Already fear has started for him. Now there, Yashoda becomes pregnant. Rohini gets a child and it's called Balarama. And now the god descends. Vishnu enters as the eighth child into the womb of Devaki. And all the gods, they assemble in the sky, cutting out the sky, they come out of the sky, and all the gods with the folded hands will be actually doing the Garbhastuti. And same Garbhastuti has been translated by Purandadasa into Kannada. Jayavada Jayavada Yemana Tanaka Budu 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 Anasam Chaiva Chuganan Dhaki Hedu Dappa Jagavem Bogida Uttai Tanda Annugalerdu Aida Vapa Muru Buddha Gidikelarna, all these things. Now, when Garbhastuti was done, in fact, the tradition in India, all the pregnants during their pregnancy were made to listen to Bhagavata and Garbhastuti. Then 8 months, 9th month. When the 9th month, Rohini Nakshatra comes, Ashtami comes, now the day is over, night comes, Rohini started dancing in the sky, moon started dancing in the sky. For the first time in the history of the world, moon becomes such a huge, moonlight became almost extraordinary moonlight in all parts of the world, and all the rishis and marshis who are doing tapasya gets up, takes the moonlight bath on that night. Then all the Vipras, at the midnight they conduct Agnihotra. And everybody is doing japa, tapa, anushtana in the midnight. Now all the birds, they are singing beautiful melodious songs in the midnight. Rivers are flowing with so much of happiness and speed. Yamuna is in full swing with so much of delight on that night. Whole world is busy. Everybody is experiencing a happy breeze moving around them. At midnight, exactly at that midnight, when moon is actually shining with terrible, extraordinary moonlight, when all the gods are there, when Gindra started singing, Apsara started dancing, God started doing Pashparushti, Rishi started doing Ashirvada. At that particular hour, midnight, Krishna comes out of Devaki. When he came out, he was Chaturbhujadhari, Shankha Chakra Gada Padmadhari, he was Kiriti, and he was Pitambaradhari, was looking extraordinarily beautiful, Sakshat Vishnu. And both the husband and wife with the folded hands, they felt extremely happy, but they say, please take out there, where your parents, Nanin Tande, Nee Tande anta na bande, Nani yav Tande, Nam Tande yav Tande, Nav yaru Tande alla, Nee Tande, na bande. Then he becomes normal, but he doesn't become, he orders, father, go there, take the basket, come here, put me there, go to the door, and automatically doors open, go out. All the security fellows will be sleeping, all their weapons will be in the corner. You go there, enter into the Yamuna, whatever may be the rain, terrific rain, flood, flash flood, everything, anything may happen. Don't look backward, don't look sideward, don't look upward, look only in front, across the Yamuna. Enter into Gokula, go to Gokula, enter into the house of Nandagopa, left side second room, Yashoda will be just giving birth for a small baby. You go there, place this baby, place me there, pick up that baby, come back as you went, nobody will be seeing you. Exactly it happened like that. When he was going in the Yamuna river, flash flood, huge flood, water came up to this, it came up to this. Now he shouts, kill me, take me, but don't touch the child. But Yamuna did not bother, did not care. She was rising. She came up to this. Vasudeva shouts, please come down. No, she did not come down. She went up, she touched the feet of Krishna. She did namaskara there. She came down. Then Adishesha was actually giving the protection there. So not even a drop of water from the train was falling on the child. He comes and actually puts there and picks up that girl child, comes back, hands it over to the Devaki. Now the child cries, security alerted, comes out, who was on the second floor, jumps down from there itself on the horseback, speeds with a monster speed, comes there, picks up that child and calls all the people outside and tells them, you are the witness. What that fellow has told, what the gods have told, 8th child of Devaki is going to kill me. This is the 8th child. Who is the killer? In another 1 minute you will see. And he puts that second in the left hand, he is holding that. He is always, all the 6 children, how he was killing, he was throwing that. When they were coming out, he was cutting their head and all the blood should spill all across the walls. And by looking at that red dot, blood dot, he was feeling happy. Just like that he felt, so he threw that. He is ready to cut it. He holds the sword, but it did not come up. It did not come down. It went up, and now it becomes Durga, Ashtabhuja Durga. It shouts, you fool! What benefit you are going to secure by killing me? That 8th child of Devaki is already born and is growing elsewhere. He will cut you into pieces. It shouted, it disappeared. Immediately he comes and falls at the feet of Devaki, Vasudeva. I am extremely sorry, I did not know, massacred your children, please excuse me, apologies, all that gone. Afterwards he calls the meeting on the ministers. Now 8th child is already grown and is already born, is growing, what shall we do? Then some fellow, one minister, home minister, said that immediately we will send a notice. All the people who have got the newborn children should register to the government. If they register to the government, we will come and kill only the child. If they don't register, entire family will be massacred. So all the agents and the spies and the James Bonds and Rambos, Lady Rambos, they were all spread all across the state. One Lady Rambo comes, all the people are going for darshana. Here in Nandagokula, when the Yashoda opens her eyes, looks at beautiful child, enchanting child. She calls Nanda. Nanda looks at the child, wonderful child. He comes and tells everybody. Within 1 hour, all the people, all the households in the entire Gokula rushes and stands in the queue to have the darshan of the small baby, small boy. Immediately matter spreads. For 4 days Nandotsava, jumping with joy. All the entire Gokula celebrated for 5 full days the arrival of Krishna. Then here, one Putani comes searching from village to village, and there was a huge rush towards one particular village, and in that village there's a big queue. Then she inquired. They said, well, there's a beautiful boy, wonderful child, beautiful, and everybody wants to have his darshan. Then immediately she applied her mind, this must be the child which comes forward. So if I stand in the queue like these village fellows, it may take hours together, days together. Immediately with her Maya, she became an urban lady, lifestyle lady, extraordinarily rock lady. And he comes there, everybody paved the way for her, and she was taken inside. Now she blasts left and right, Yashoda, so much of suffocation here, no breathing, no air, and continuously they are giving darshan. Close the door, stop Dharma darshan for half an hour. So immediately doors were closed. Then she says to Yashoda, look at your face, look at your eyes, so much tired, so much exhausted. Go to bathroom, fresh, you just become fresh. Prepare a coffee in the kitchen. I will take care. I am a professional caretaker of the child. Don't worry. So she takes the child, nobody is there. Yashoda is out and she is ready to feed the breast, and she thinks that she is feeding the breast. 1 minute he sucks, he takes the poison, he dies. Immediately I send a message to Kamsa. Kamsa tomorrow will declare Padma Shri to me. And exactly she feeds the breast, he takes, he sucks, not the poison, he sucks the very life force of that law. Release me, please leave me, release me, save me. She is shouting, but he sucks her life. She falls dead now, monster. When her body becomes such a huge body, how to cut? Entire voluntary forces did Karseva to cut the body into pieces, and it was a big mountain. Then they put the fire. When it was burning, from that Durmarge came most divine fragrance, beautiful fragrance, unbelievable. Bhagavata stops. Madhvacharya clarifies. It was a Jivadvaya Avesha in Putane, Tataki and Urvashi, both of them there. Tataki with revenge to kill, to give the poison. Urvashi to feed the milk to the god as the mother with love, affection, dedication, devotion, so much of care. Now, when the fragrance came, it is from the top Urvashi. Urvashi went to Devaloka, Swarga, and this lady went to Andantamas. Tataki went to Andantamas. Just like that, the Shakatasura, Trunasura, the Bhakasura, Aghasura, Pralambasura, Devakasura, number of Rakshasas, child was killing and cutting every body. But because of these huge problems and different type of tensions that is created, attacks from all these things, elders in the village decided to relocate from Gokula. Entire community is relocated from Gokula to Vrindavana. They come to Vrindavana, and Balarama and Krishna and the friends, they see the Govardhana Parvata, Yamuna river, extremely delighted, extremely excited. Cattle grazing became so easy now. They were going there. One day, one of the friends drink water, so thirsty, drinking the water, suddenly felt dead. Then immediately informed, Krishna comes there. By his look, the friends came back alive, and the elders told it is a poisonous area in the Yamuna river. It's called Kalingamudu. There's a Kalinga snake there, very poisonous, dreadful. People are afraid to come here. Immediately Krishna goes to the top of the Kadamba tree on the bank of it, jumps directly on the hoods of that Kalinga. Kalinga ferociously comes out and he jumps on the top of the Kalinga. Kalinga actually takes some coils, is about to attack and kill him, and he slips out of the coil and goes to the top, and from there he jumps onto the hood and the head of Kalinga. Now Kalinga is oozing out the blood. He is gasping. He is not able to survive. Then wives of Kalinga, they come and fall at the feet of Krishna. They say, please save our husband. After all, he is a snake. Poison, releasing poison is the nature for a snake. Please, excuse. So he said, you don't stay here. I will be here. You should not stay here. Go to Ramadakadvipa, stay there. So he shouted out Kalinga. Another day, in the village, they were doing the festival. He called, what is the festival? They said Indrotsava. Why Indrotsava? Because we get a lot of comfort, facility, provisions, everything by selling milk, butter to the people of Madura and nearby place. And this because of the cow. Cow gives all these things because it gets the grass. Grass is given by the rain. Rain is given by clouds. Clouds are sent by Indra. So to express attitude of gratitude, we do Indrotsava. Krishna says, I am a small boy, don't think. Just a suggestion. Suggestion is, we get all these things because of the grass, and grass is grown on Govardhana Parvata. What is it you have done for this Parvata? This year, stop Indrotsava, we'll do Govardhanotsava. We'll celebrate the festival here in the Govardhana. We will worship Govardhana Parvata. All they agreed. So the old board and the banner of the Indrotsava taken out. New banner has come, this Govardhanotsava. Then Indra was waiting there thinking that the committee will come and give invitation to him. No committee came, no invitation. Then he inquires what happened, they did not come. Now it's already over, sir, they did everything. What they did? They cancelled Indrotsava. They did Govardhanotsava. Who did it? Krishna. Then I will teach a lesson. He sends the wildest clouds, give terrific flash flood. Entire animals, people and the village should be washed away. Go there. And heavy rain started. Old people, aged people, women folk, children, come running, come rushing. Krishna, we can't survive. Please do something. Then immediately Krishna comes there, asks everybody, all the livestock, the cows and the children and the house, everybody come here. They came, and from one stimulation, one motivation, he makes the entire Govardhana Parvata to go upwards, and when it's coming down, he holds it in one finger under that Govardhana mountain. All the people, 7 nights and 7 days, when heavy rains outside, not even a drop inside. In fact, it became a picnic for them. They prepared different type of foods, varieties of food, taste of food, enjoying 7 days under the Govardhana. So after 7 days, all the clouds became so weak, lost all their strength and vigor, went back, told Indra, we can't do anything. Krishna did it. Then he realized his mistake. He took Amrita, then he took from the Airavata, taking Amrita, he gets down and he falls at the feet of Krishna. He says that, please excuse me, I did a very great mistake. Then he did Ratnabhisheka, he did Amrutabhisheka, and for the first time he gave a title called Govinda. Krishna, when he was a small child, was given this title Govinda by Indra, and from that day onwards he was called as Govinda. Then when he was hungry, when Krishna was hungry, Balarama was hungry, his friends told, did you not bring food? I forgot. Balarama, I thought that Krishna has done. So it was already a very terrific summer, terrible heat, early morning they have come, no food. Then Krishna says, look at there, there is a dhuma, there is a smoke there, it is homodhuma, people are performing yajna there, they are doing it for me, go there, tell them, Krishna is hungry, Balarama is hungry, give something, they will give it, bring it here, shall all eat. So they go there and they stand there, they appeal, they request, they narrate, Krishna is hungry, Balarama is hungry. Those people silent, mum. One person came, now we have not done Naivedya, we have not done Vaishadeva, we have not done Arati, these people have come. Get back, I say. So nothing came, no response. Oh, they walked back with terrible strain. Then they told Krishna. Krishna told, you did one mistake. What mistake? You went from front side, should have gone from back side. Why? Good. At least for my sake, I am very hungry. I request you, appeal to you, please go now, go back, go from backside. All the Rishi Patnis, the wives of those priests, they are preparing different type of food for Naivedya. Tell them Krishna is hungry, Balarama is hungry. Something they will give, bring it, we will eat here. Then they go and they enter from the backside. Women folk, they look at them, they are all preparing food. Then Krishna, immediately they rush. What Krishna? Where is Krishna? Look at there, they are sitting there at the top of the Govardhana Parvata. They are very hungry. They can't move even 1 inch. They are feeling very hungry. Give something. Krishna is hungry. Balarama is hungry. Immediately, whatever bhakshya, bhojya, lehya, peya, all the special preparations which they are making for yajna, they took it to the vessels, they placed it on the head. They started. They forgot the whole world, closing their eyes, dancing, jumping, moving with the children. They come to Krishna, they look at Krishna, they forget the whole world, and they are giving Krishna the food that they are having. And he takes, immediately he pretends as if he is eating, he is transferring to his friends. Everyone just looking at him. After all that, Krishna says, yes, I am happy, I am satisfied, my hunger is over, get back, your husband will be waiting there, go there. Then all of them said, these eyes have seen you, that is the end of it. We don't want to see any other persons in future. We don't have any attachment to any of them, none of them are concerned. We have seen you, these eyes, we have realized the world, we have realized ultimate, so please don't send us. Krishna says, as long as you are the wives, you have to undergo Grihastha Dharma. Grihastha Dharma, the Gandha, Badikirorgu Teibeku. Whether it's good or bad, you have to go. We don't go, we don't want to leave you. Then he says, if you are attached so much to me, I give one boon to you. Go there, be their husband, be their wives, be in their home with them. But whenever you want me, Close your external eyes, open your internal eyes, call Krishna, I will appear to you internally. Then he sends them. Benne Krishna. Krishna was a thief of the butter. What exactly you mean by that? Madhvacharya tells, when you call Krishna as Kalla Krishna, Benne Krishna, it is a puja that you are doing for Krishna. It's a puja that you are doing for Krishna. It is not blaming Krishna. It is not a complaint against Krishna. It is a puja to the Krishna. As a result of that, he will guide you to do satkarmas. He will give you satsantana. He will give you sadvidya. These are the three phalas in actually calling Krishna as Benne Krishna. Then one day, Balarama comes, tells the mother, you are pampering your son so much, Krishna. Look at him. He eats mud in the street. You are all insulted by that fellow. Take care of that fellow. Call him. So he calls. Your brother is telling that you are eating. You have given so much to you. You have given butter, you have given milk to you, and you are eating. He says, Nam bhakshitavanamba sarve mityabhishamsilaha Eristamam Gerastarhi. Ninige, doubt is if you are having any doubt, I have not eaten the mud, not eaten the soil, they are all lying, they are jealous because you love me so much. Still, if you have doubt, ask me to open my tongue, I will open my tongue, you can examine every corner of my tongue. Okay, open your mouth. Opened his mouth, the galaxy, sky, ocean, all the continents, all the countries, and everything in the world, all the 14 lokas, and ultimately Madhura, the Gokula, and in the Gokula, in her house, she is examining the mouth. That also is appearing there. Then she asks the child to close the mouth. Is it Deva Maya? Is it my Brahma? Is it an illusion? Or is it a daydream? Or is it a magical thing? Then she forgets about that. She can't understand what is. He goes back. Then gopis there, they develop so much affinity, affection, and love and care to Krishna. Every second it is Krishna and Krishna and Krishna and Krishna and Krishna. Ultimately, one evening they leave all their husband, children and elders, in-laws, everything, and they come out, all of them on the bank of the Yamuna river will be searching for Krishna, who has given so much of happiness to them. All the gopis, they will be doing dance there, singing the song, and that song of gopis, thinking, loving, expressing their affection, their love and their concern and their care and their sacrifice and their devotion to Krishna is called Gopi Gita. Tava kathamrutam tapta jivanam kavibhiriditam kalmashapaham shravanamangalam Srimadatam bhuvi grunantu te bhurida jana jayati tedikam janmana vraja shrayata indira sadhu tatrihi. Gopis are forgetting themselves, and from then onwards they become completely enamored and pampered. Only Krishna and Krishna. Another evening they forget everything. They leave all them collectively. They leave their houses, homes, and everybody come onto the bank of the Yamuna river to find Krishna. Krishna tells them, this is not the way that you have to behave. You got a responsibility. You got children, got husband, got in-laws. Go back. He said, we have completely given up everything. We have left all the mohas. There is no moha. There is nothing like that. Mine, my people, my family, no mine. Everything is Krishna. We want you. We want you. We want you. They cry. And he takes all of them onto the bank of the Yamuna river and he holds their hands and he dances there. Then he gives a most beautiful romantic look. Ultimately they want him, please take us. Please take us. Please be with us. That was a moonlight. Evening, night, moonlight, late night. At that time, he makes all them to stand in circle. All them, they stand in circle. He enters there within that. And now he will be there in front of every gopi. Two gopis in the middle, one Krishna. Two gopis in the middle, one Krishna. Everybody holding the hands of Krishna. Now they started singing, lilting, closing their eyes, dancing. Everybody is dancing with Krishna. Touch of Krishna, feel of Krishna, experience of Krishna, grace of Krishna, look of Krishna, and attachment of Krishna, embracing of Krishna. Krishna taking every taking fully. That is Rasa Krida. 5 chapters, Rasa Dhyaya. This is, people call it as a lusty dance. It's not a lusty dance, not even a mystical dance. Ladies means devotees, devotion. If you become a sincere devotion, honest devotion, ultimate devotion, supreme devotion person, then you have to forget everything of the material attachment and the attachment of this world, anybody and everybody. Nobody comes with you. Ultimately one Krishna. So they come. Ultimately it's only Krishna. They surrender themselves. That is Rasa Krida. It's not one girl and boy mating and dating. That is not the one. It is not the lusty dance. It is a Rasa Krida. It is the Vaibhava of Daiva Bhakti. Ultimate Shraddha. Ultimate Tyaga. Tyaga of all the mohas. They say that we don't want our children, we don't want our family, we don't want our people, we don't want our home, we don't want ourselves, we want you, that's all. This is the message. That's a Rasa Krida is a message. When you become matured, when you understand everything, all the people become irrelevant to you, immaterial to you. Everything becomes irrelevant and immaterial to you. Only one thing which can hold your hand, which can take you. When everybody leaves you in this world, one person holds your hand, he takes you to his world, that is Krishna. That is why they just longing and craving to have the Krishna, going to Krishna, dancing with Krishna, forgetting everything and living everything. That is the Shuddha Bhakti. Message is, when you go to the God is there, don't bother about all these things. Up to a particular level, understandable. Once you attain a particular age, be in front of the God, be with the God, be in the satsang, be with the good people, be with the noble people, be with the divine people. Always think of good, think God. Listen to kirtans, listen to bhajans, listen to namasmarana, chant Vishnu Sahasranama. That is the Rasa Krida. Then there is a country called as Vidarbha. Bhishmaka is the king of the country. And that country was known, even today Vidarbha Desha is considered as one of the very important areas in Maharashtra. And that particular country was known because Bhishmaka Raja was a very dharmika king, righteous king, dharmic king, sattvic king. He had 4 children, 4 boys, 1 girl. The boys, Rukmi, Rukmaratha, Rukmabahu, Rukmakesha, Rukmamali. The girl, Rukmini. Rukmini from the very small age was loving the father, liking the father, fascinated with the father. He was the king. He had so much of royal responsibilities. But still, even though he was sitting in the Simhasana, just by the side of that Simhasana, she was placing a chair, she was sitting, and always with the father. Now Bhishmaka is attached so much to the daughter is attached so much to the father. And large number of rishis, munis and avadutas, they were visiting, they were being honored there, and they were doing the Ashirvada, they were going. Narada Mahamuni also comes, and Narada whenever he comes, he tells to Bhishmaka inquires where all the people are safe, which country you had been, which continent you had been, which state you had been. Then always Narada used to tell Krishna, Sri Krishna, Krishna's valor, Krishna's greatness, Krishna's courage, Krishna's confidence, Krishna's conviction, Krishna's capabilities, and Krishna's ideas, Krishna's tactics, and Krishna's rupa, Krishna's beauty, enchanting beauty. All that Narada was narrating. Time and again Narada was telling about greatness of Krishna, achievements of Krishna, blessings of Krishna, feeling of Krishna, very name, uttering of Krishna, immediately brings some type of joy within you. Narada was telling all these things. And without seeing Krishna, immediately that was bringing some type of joy to the lady Rukmini. One day, After Narada tells that, I don't want to sit here. Now I am telling so much about Krishna. I have to go rush to Dwarka. I have to see Krishna. Immediately jumps out and he goes. Rukmini decides, this is the person I have to marry. So Rukmini mentally determined, decided to get married only to Krishna. Narada now comes to Krishna. Krishna, where you had been? I had been to Vidarbha. Bhishmaka Raja. Bhishmaka Raja was actually very, very generous, magnanimous person. Everybody likes him. And he has a daughter, that Rukmini, always with the father. Such a nice girl, beautiful girl, and wonderful girl, and very sattvic girl, a very spiritual girl, always God thinking, godly thinking girl. And she also looked like a goddess. She looks like an angel. She is extraordinarily beautiful. She is very sensible. And she knows all the administration. She knows the governance. She is with the father. She can handle everybody. She has got good communication. Her expression is extraordinarily great. Her impressions are great. Like that, he was defining, describing, narrating completely about Rukmini to Krishna. Now Krishna thinks, all the while I was thinking about a particular girl whom I have to marry. Here is the profile I should accept. Both of them are ready. One day, Bhishmaka Raja calls all his sons and tells that I have decided to get this Rukmini married, and I personally feel that Krishna is the right person because he's a very strong person. He's a very popular person. He's a king. And much more than that, he is liked by everybody. So many people, all parts of the world, they love him, they like him. So I feel like that. Immediately, Rukmini, the elder son of the Bhishmaka Raja, jumps, takes out the sword, and he says with a wild voice, we are the royal princely family, very high strata family, such a high royal family of Bhishmaka, known for the whole country, Vidarbha kings. He is a cowboy, cowherd, no tradition, no family name. There is no goodwill for the fellow. He is called as a chora, he is a thief, he is a robber, he is a looter, and everybody knows about it. He does mischief only. He killed Kamsa. He is a criminal also. I don't want to give my sister to that criminal, that looter, that thief. Bhishmaka Raja advised him, consoled him, appealed to him. Then Rukmini says, you have become old. I will see that you will be put into prison if you just take this matter further. I will start actually ruling. And what is your assertion? What is your proposal? Tell me. I got a friend, very close friend, a very powerful friend. He has got still powerful friends. Who are they? My friend is Shishupala. He has got a Jarasandha as his friend. Dantavakra is his friend. All them are very, very capable, powerful people. So let us give Rukmini to Shishupala. Bhishmaka cries. Bhishmaka requests, appeals. Nothing, it doesn't work. Ultimately, Rukmini succeeded, and without delay, he informs to Shishupala, and he tells to father, Shishupala is ready, prepared, agreed, Jarasandha will be the witness, and the date also fixed. Date the marriage is fixed now. When Rukmini comes to know that, Rukmini cries and cries and cries day in and day out. She doesn't take any food, even now she should not drink water, and she is crying. And the day of the marriage also has come. Now she has no alternative. There is no communication. He is away there. She is in Vidarbha. On that night, she writes a very beautiful letter. The first officially documented love letter of the world is letter written by Rukmini to Krishna. She writes such a beautiful Bhuvana Sundara Krishna, Manamoha Krishna, Jagadeka Sundara Krishna, Adiloka Sundara Krishna. She starts like that. She says that I have heard of you from Narada, from my father. They tell that you are such a vibrant, radiant, glowing personality like Surya Koti Bhaskara, Sahasra Koti Bhaskara. Your Tejas and Varchas is like that of Agni, that's what they say. You got the fire power, you got the shoulder power. You are a very brilliant person. They say that you are sharp and smart. They say that you can do and undo things. They say that you can pluck the thunders, you can do wonders. I want to marry such persons. You are a very generous person. You come from a very great family. And your family always will be with the nature. I love nature. They told that you were in Parvata, mountain, you were with the cows, you were with the river, you were with the village people, and I like such atmosphere. And you are such a person. And don't think that I am a different. I am equally capable. I am intelligent. I am knowledgeable. I am scholarly. And I have strength and stamina also. And because always I was with the father, I can do administration of the governments of the countries and the states. So, I am equally, befittingly good wife to you. And except you, I don't want to marry. And I will see that you will not marry anyone except me. With so much of confidence, she writes that. And she says that you have to come and marry me. But how? If you ask that, I have got two provisions. Provision number one, you can bring your army and start fighting with all these people, kill all these people, lift me and shoot me and do the Rakshasa Vivaha. I am agree for that. Rakshasa Vivaha. But if you feel just to get married, for marriage, 1 hour marriage, you don't want to hurt those people, kill those people, I've got plan B also. What is plan B? Plan B is a day earlier to the marriage or on the marriage day, they will be taking me to Ambika temple for doing the Gauri Puja. For getting Gauri Puja done, it doesn't need more number of people. So my mother, my sisters, few security people will be there. There will not be much rush there, much security there. So tomorrow morning, I am going to perform that Gauri Puja. There, after performing the Gauri Puja inside, to do pradakshina to the tree outside, I come out alone. My mother and sisters will be there inside only. I come out alone, telling that I will do the pradakshina for the tree. Just outside the tree, outside that particular place, the empty space is there, connected to the road. You can bring your ratha there. You can bring ratha just to the edge of that, and I will be doing the pradakshina. The moment you see me, drag me inside your ratha and speed it up. We shall run away from this country. The first type of strategy, tactics also was given by Rukmini. And she prepares everything. How to send it? No courier. She calls one Brahmin who had Sharavega capability. God speed he can go. Was a very, very honest and sincere, affectionate old Brahmin. And she calls, she cries, she prays, you do this help, otherwise I am going to die. And in the letter, she was very specific. If you don't come, they will drag me to the marriage house, they will make me to get married to Shishupala, and I prefer to die. I am going to die, I will tell you. I will wait till the last second, and if you don't come, I will die, wait for 1 janma. If you don't available, I will wait for 100 janmas to marry you. I will not marry anyone. Then that love letter was given to old man. Old man, with all that God speed, terrific speed, reaches Krishna. Krishna welcomes. The chariot which Rukmini sent had the image of the Vidarbha Desha. So automatically that itself was the visa. So reception, grand royal reception was given to old man. He entered inside and met Krishna. Krishna fell at the feet of the old Brahmin, got the blessings, asked, you are tired with so much of journey, what do you take? All the formalities, protocols. Afterwards, he explains the plight of the Rukmini, gives that love letter. He reads the love letter. While reading the love letter, he sheds Ananda Bhashpa. A girl having so much of love and affection to me, complete, ready, prepared to do any sacrifice for me. She is prepared to wait for 100 janmas. She wants to marry me, but these are the obstacles. Then within next second, no thinking, no blinking, he calls his Sarathi Daruka, keep ready the chariot. He goes inside, dresses on, calls old man, and boarded the chariot. It speeded up. Balarama inquires what happened to Krishna, where he has gone. They told he has gone to Vidarbha. We don't know. He was in tension, it was a tense mood, he went there. Balarama thinks marriage is going on, he is going, maybe trespassing, maybe a problem. If there is a fight, if there is a war, he must be having backing. So immediately, entire army, Balarama took the entire army, started moving in the direction in which Krishna has gone. Balarama with complete army comes there, Krishna enters there. Now, morning, the afternoon, the marriages take place. Morning for the Gauri Puja, Rukmini, mother, few sister, and all the cousin sisters, some friends with a few security people. They come to Ambika temple. They go to Ambika temple. Her mind and heart is completely beating only for the Krishna, doing all those things mechanically. Then at exactly 9 o'clock, 8:50, 9 o'clock she has given the time for the arrival of the chariot. 8:50, she made everything to be closed, and he said, I have to do pradakshina for 10 minutes outside, don't unnecessarily disturb me. She alone comes out and stands near the tree, and it was 8:59. 9 o'clock, she looks at the chariot, beautiful chariot. Within the chariot, that's now Surya Kote Manmatha is actually there. Krishna, he comes exactly to the edge of it. For the first time he is seeing Rukmini. Rukmini also first time. He extends his hand. She holds his hand. Now he drags her. She boards into the chariot. It speeds up. Galloping speed it picks up. It goes. Immediately matter was brought to the notice of Rukmi. Rukmi says, let the entire army be ready now. Jarasandha had brought already 1 lakh army, thinking that there might be a problem. Once 1 lakh army was already there. By the time Balarama's army came. And now Rukmi tells, I am going to go, I will catch them, I will kill Krishna, I will bring Rukmini, I will see that she get married to this Shishupala, till then all of you be here, I will go. With his horse, he chased Krishna and Rukmini. In the midway, he was able to catch Krishna and Rukmini. He caught them. Now, Krishna turned towards this. First, he smashed the head of the Sarathi of that Ratha. He killed the horses. He destroyed the Ratha. Rukmi fell down. He took the sword and came running to kill Krishna. In one hand, he held the hand of the Rukmi. He opened his sword. Krishna opened his sword, lifted the sword, about to cut the head of Rukmi. Immediately Rukmini gets down from the Ratha and falls at the feet of Krishna. Please, Krishna, don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him. Krishna, ಇನ್ನು ಮದುವೆನೇ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಗಲೇ ತವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಮೋಹ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಣ್ಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿನ ಅದಕ್ಕಲ್ವೋ ಇನ್ನಾದಕ್ಕೆ ಇವನ್ನ ನಿಂದು ಕೊಂದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮದುವೆ 13 ದಿನ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ಪೋನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬೇಡ ಕಣೋ. But Krishna says, in the whole of the world, this Krishna, when he lifts a weapon, an ayuda, a sword, unless it is executed, it will not come back. I have to apply this. Don't kill him. Okay, I respect you. I respect your words, your sentiments, but I also I should honor the sword also. So, first time in the history of the world, he cuts half of the hair on the head. He cuts the one eyebrow of the Rukmi. He cuts half the mistake and half the gadda. First time, the officially documented first human hairstyle of the world was created. Looking very ugly and looking completely defeated. that fellow goes back. He had made a commitment there. If I don't kill Krishna, I will not come back to the capital. He never went back. He stayed in another village, made that one as his capital. Now Krishna and Rukmini comes to Dwaraka. All the people in Dwaraka are excited. They are waiting. All the rishis are waiting. All the priests are waiting. All the royal family is waiting. With so much of paraphernalia, they welcome celebration, marriage celebration of the Rukmini and Krishna. Beautiful celebration, marriage celebration. Then Krishna tells to Rukmini, I am very happy, but one problem. What is that? Rama and Sita's it was arranged marriage. People call our marriage a love marriage. Then Rukmini says, in marriage, it is become meaningful, relevant, enjoyable only if the love is there. Wonderful marriage takes place, and Krishna and Rukmini, and afterwards Ashtamahishis will come for him. Beautiful royal palace takes place. In the royal palace, he is sitting there doing darbar, and Maharaja, Maharani, Rukmini always will be there on the Simhasana with him, and she is now enjoying all the pleasures as a royal queen of Krishna's palace. One day, an old Brahmin called Sudama, who was studying in the Sandipini Vidyalaya along with Sri Krishna. He was very poor, completely poverty-stricken. There was nothing in his house. Some daughters. One day his wife tells him, you say that your friend Krishna, close friend Krishna, kitchen friend Krishna, childhood friend Krishna is so generous, he likes you so much. Why are you not going there? Go there, not for you, not for me, for the sake of daughters. They are hungry, they don't have anything. Please go there, ask something, he will give. Now, Sudama thinks not to ask anything, at least to have darshan. This is one of the pretexts. So he asks, whenever we go to ashram, guru or king, we should not go empty-handed, give something. But there is nothing in the house. So she goes to the neighbor, asks for pounded rice, and when the pounded rice, old cloth, torn cloth, she bundled it, gives it, go there. And he comes. Now he looks in front of the palace, the watchman, security people, they are laughing. Beggar has come here. Then he says, I am not a beggar, I am a close friend of Krishna. They say, he's a laughing stock. You are a beggar, he is the king. But when he is sitting in the Simhasana, he has got such a bright, sharp sight. He looks there, somebody standing there outside near Dwarapalakas, and he looks closely, it was Sudama. Immediately jumps down from Simhasana, rushes there, comes out, embraces and brings him, holding his hand. Red carpet will come, and he makes the Sudama to sit on the Simhasana. Then he brings water, and he does Pada Puja, and he does Prokshana, and gives Chamara to Rukmini. Please do Chamara Seva to him. Then calls all the Ashtamahishis and does Prokshana of the Tirtha, Pada Puja Tirtha to them. And now they talk of their old experiences when they were in ashram. And Krishna remembers one thing. On that night, when Guru sent us to collect samit, to collect flowers, to collect darbha, we went there. Huge rain was there, sudden darkness. We were there with the Mantapa. I was so hungry, and I asked you whether the Guru Patni has given something to you. That day, Guru Patni had given that pounded rice, and it was given to Sudama. Sudama kept it in his pocket. When there was so much of darkness, pitch darkness, he was eating silently without informing Krishna. Suddenly, lightning was there. 1 second, flashlight was there, and Sudama's cheek was like this. Krishna now asked, did Guru Patni give something to you? Do you have anything to eat? I don't have anything. Krishna says, be it so. Be it so. Now they remember that. Krishna says, you did something, but I did a mistake. They never expose us that you did something, but I did a mistake. No worry, now you have come. He embraces him. And they felt joy. And Sudama feels like not asking anything. When you are seated in Simhasana and he does Pada Puja, king doing, queen doing Pada Puja, what is it you are going to ask? Sudama walks back and Krishna comes outside, Tata, bye bye. Sudama happily comes. When he is entering into his, when he comes nearer to his place, he saw a beautiful palace there. No, I was walking around here in front of my house, neighboring to my house. I never seen that. What is that? He comes nearer to that. A gold-studded, a beautiful lady comes out of that house, and his daughters, so beautifully dressed, all the jewels there, they come out. The lady of the house, the wife and the daughters falls at the feet of Sudama. They cry and cry and cry. After your departure, just 2 hours back, when we were just eating the food, suddenly the house with which we were eating, it vanished, it disappeared. We were sitting on the lawns almost. Suddenly, things took a different turn. Such a huge mansion came here. The furnishings came here. Furnitures came here. Eatables came here. Gold and jewels came here. Dresses came here. And much more than everything, I became so youthful and our daughters became so young, pure, extraordinary. And Sudama sheds tears. If I had asked and gives 20 rupees, she should have given 20 rupees. Not asking. That is the message of Sudama. When you go to the temple, when you go to the God, don't ask anything. Ask for Punardarshana. Punardarshana. He knows what has to be given, when it has to be given to you. And He has given so much. You came empty-handed. You came with a bare body, empty-handed. Nothing was there, and He has given so much to you. Still, if you ask Him, no, it's not proper. Don't ask anything. God. Sudama did not ask. And if you don't ask, He gives much more than what you can imagine for that matter. All of you are so happy, so blessed. You are chosen and you are blessed, I will tell you. Most of you are so aged, you have seen the poverty in India in 40s, 50s and 60s, till 70s. Socialism was there in India. What is socialism? Equal distribution of poverty and poverty and poverty. But fortunately, God has showered you so much. God has blessed you with so much. What else you can ask? You can ask Him to give His Namasmarana always, to give you the peace of mind, to give the serenity, to give the good health, always to be with the God, godly people. As for Satsanga, ask for the association with God. As for Namasmarana, think good, think God. God bless all of you. Have all the best to you. Great future to you. Great future means, I'm not asking a youth to have the great future. Great future means great grace of the God. Have the darshan of the Lord. I'm telling you very frankly, many of people, Antaranga Bhaktas, they have the darshan of the Lord. Particularly 3-4 people whom I don't want to disclose their names, they had the darshan of the Lord. Always they'll be chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. They do the Namasmarana. They'll be dancing in satsang. They will be in front of the God. It's not for show. They don't make pretensions. There is no demonstration. There is no propaganda. They sit with God. They think of God. Dance with God. They embrace the God. They are with the God. And one day, one night, 1 minute, one amrita ghalige, God gives darshan to them. And you have seen so many people. Nobody connects to you. See Him, He connects to you. That's all. There's the difference. So let me wish all of you the great days ahead with sadhana, with complete bhakti, shuddha bhakti, with divya dana, much more than everything, with His grace and darshan. With these few words, it's a wonderful journey, voyage of listening to Shuka Mahamuni, Parikshita Raja, and all the Pandavas, and so many kings, and so many rishis. Beautiful. 1 week, and all of us must thank our Vijay and Shiromani, husband and wife, divine couple I call them. They have made. In Delhi, he did not have 1 minute to spare. In Delhi, he did not have 1 minute to spare. Even a great person, a PIP, had to wait for him. Here, gods are there with him. That's all. And I wish all them great future. I want to honor Shiromani and Vijay now.
It is my present duty to sincerely thank Dr. Aralumallige Parthasarathy for having come, spent 7 days with all of us and shared his knowledge and given us the Bhagavad Saptaha. You will understand how great his effort is when I tell you that he has not been in good health and his family felt he should not be talking for a very long time. But he said, no, you have called me and I want to do this. And so Swamiji, extremely grateful to you for having condescended to come and give us such a wonderful time. And of course, a very sincere thanks to all of you for having supported us, come here, and I think we all became a family. Last few days, it has been a very holistic experience, sitting with all of you, listening to it, having prasad, chatting about things, and I hope this wonderful association will continue. A special thanks to my dear friend Pranav, the quiet videographer who has been doing such a fantastic job, and you'll be happy to know that in a few days from now we'll be uploading all the 7 days talks on YouTube. We'll let you know once that is done, and for those of you who missed a day or two, and in case some of your friends who couldn't come here, you can always watch it on YouTube. Now, you've all been given covers. In case you want to contribute something to Swamiji, you can do so when you meet him. We will have the Mangalarti now, and after that, if you can form a queue, Swamiji will give you a fruit and his blessings, and you will receive a Bhagavatam, and then you can walk across there for the prasad. So kindly form a line and come and receive the prasad. Thank you very much.
My friend Muralidhara Achar, who is a great scholar in Harikatamritsara, Bhagavata. He himself is a Bhagavata scholar. In Endarkolli Raghavendra Swami, every day he is actually delivering Bhagavad Saptaha lectures.
Oh.
And much more than that, in 95, for the first time when I went to America for delivering lectures on Dasahitya and Vishnu Sahasranama, I went through Madras, Korean Airlines. In Madras, I did not know many people. I knew only, he was a Haridasa. For a long time he was a Haridasa. Now he is a scholar, Acharya. And I went to his house. His wife, America ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಹೋಗ ಹಬ್ಬದ ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದರು. ಏನು ಅಂದೆ, ಅಪ್ಪೆ ಪಾಯಸ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ಅಪ್ಪೆ ಪಾಯಸ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಂತಂದರೆ ದಟ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎ ರೋರಿಂಗ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವ್ರ ಬ್ರದರ್ ಒಬ್ಬರು ನರಸಿಂಗರಾವ್ ಅಂತ ಅಮೆರಿಕದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪುತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮಠ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಠಗಳಿಗೆ ಸೂಪರ್ವಿಷನ್ನು. He took charge of me. He organized my lectures in universities there in America, large number of universities. He was a university dean there, Oklahoma University chief ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಇವರು ಫರ್ದರ್. He organized. So I am very thankful and grateful to the Raja. ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಈಗ
ಶುರು ಆಗಬೇಕು
ಸರ್. He is going away.
ಓಕೆ
ಆಚಾರ್ಯ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಯಿತು.